I'm your Dungeon Master and your host for tonight as we play The Curse of Strahd. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, very exciting. Very excited to get this underway. This is episode 1. It's new. We've got a whole new set of characters. Got some returning cast members. Very excited to begin tonight's session. So let's go around, remind ourselves who we are, and tell us a little bit about your characters, because we've never met them before. So over there, I see Lee. How are you?
Hello. I'm feeling a lot better, thank you.
Excellent. And who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing, surprise, surprise, a tiefling warlock. And her name is Diligence. Now, if I can just find my character notes, I'll tell you more about her.
No worries, because I need to thank Purple Monkey 1211 for following. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the adventure. And also thank you to Knight earlier for following. You guys are gentlemen and scholars.
Diligence is the daughter of two warlock scholars from Anarchist Town. And she came to the Broken Kingdoms via Dustport quite recently. She values knowledge above most things, treasures her friendships, doesn't quite understand why people are wary of her. So while she's a practicing warlock, but she really likes people and always makes an effort to be kind.
That's nice. That's nice. Gareth, we haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Will. How are you?
Yeah, I was good.
Extra fluffy hair you've got there.
Well, thank you.
Use a t-shirt.
I try for you. How are you? I'm breaking things already.
I'm good, thank you, Will. So I am going to be playing a halfling bard tonight. A bit of a weird one. I'm playing. Are we going into full character backgrounds, or are we doing that as we go?
Tell us a cheeky little, just a tip.
So I have gone for an old boy inspired character. I am playing a halfling who's been locked away for the majority of his life, and he's getting used to his life outside of captivity.
All right then. And finally, Cord, how are you, my friend? And who are you playing tonight?
I am doing well. Hello, everybody. I am playing Enrin Colt. He is a human assassin. He's probably like early 20s. He has had a bit of past that has caused him to hunt, not necessarily for the sport, but to hunt supernatural, and he's got a very piqued interest in the supernatural realm. So that is he.
All right then. So before we begin today's session, a few things to be aware of and to remind ourselves of. We are giving away a copy of Curse of Strahd. Decided to buy another one to give one away to you guys for being so lovely and wonderful and for watching our show. So go ahead, exclamation point giveaway. It ends on the 1st of April. You can get this wonderful, nice little hard back. It's very nice and hard. And you can get your hands on my hard book the 1st of April. So there you go. What else are we doing?
The 1st of April, just be like, sorry, just kidding, that was actually a joke. April Fools, we weren't doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
You get like a jelly hunger in the
get a picture of like Will holding
it. He's gonna
fuck you.
How's it going, Gwen? Yes, no, it is real. As far as you're aware, anyway. And if you haven't retweeted, you can find the tweet here in the chat, and you can 25 retweets will have a viewer decision, which means you guys get to decide anything which happens in our game this session. So it'd be great to kick off the session today, the first one, with a viewer decision. If you haven't followed, do hit that follow button and join us tonight in our adventure, because we are here 5 nights a week playing D&D, and if you haven't considered becoming a patron, then we just need 3 more patrons until a 3rd viewer decision. So we can have unlimited viewer decisions tonight. Get a hand on Will's book. Yeah, pretty much. That's on a live Jasmine stream, but we're working on that. So I guess we should begin tonight's session. So, you guys feeling ready?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I have to have my game specs on. I don't
We are
quite-
using Zoom, so thank you guys for all the support. And XP, thank you so much. We have
special
taken your
shout.
advice, and we have gone on. And tonight was our first night using the Zoom. So it may be a little robot-y at times. You may have already heard that. But we think the quality overall, connection-wise, will be better. So just let us know throughout if this is probably good or not, and we will, of course, as we always do, listen to you guys. Before we start, just so you guys know, you can scroll down to the donate section and see. I think it's going to change actually in the near future to the tips section. But anyway, scroll down to there. You guys can see how you guys can get involved and change the game as we play it. Every, of course, retweet, patron, and follow goal we hit, we have a viewer decision. So, let's play.
Let's play. So, the Curse of Strahd. Let us enter Strahd with gusto. So, thank you so much to Redline6666 for following as well. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You have come at a pivotal moment just as we begin. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. So, as we start, we're going to start your characters separately. You guys at this point aren't aware of one another's existence in life, which unfortunately for each of you is soon going to change. So, where do we find our characters? I will throw that over to you guys. So let's start with Enrin Colt. Where do we see Enrin? What does he look like? And what are his surroundings currently?
How far back are we going?
We're going at this point in time. This very moment in time, where does Enrin stand?
Just any point in time.
At this point, this exact moment, we are in the present day.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much, Ira Gwen, for donating the pound. Advantage for Gareth in case he gets scarred.
Aw.
So cute.
Could say scared, but anyway. I think it said scared. But anyway, it works. Scared, scarred.
No, it says scarred because she can read, Cord.
Actually.
But I don't think I can. So that's the question. So in this current moment, which I'm a little confused about, so in this moment of time,
I mean,
just
where would we
anywhere.
see
Great.
Enrin? Anywhere, any situation. What is he doing? Does he hang out in a tavern? Does he have a house?
Yeah, let's say Enrin is probably at a tavern, swigging the last of his ale. It's probably raining outside, and he's got his hood down. His rapier is laying on the banquette next to him. His coat is hung up on the hook behind him, and he is just kind of drinking what seems to be his sorrows.
All right.
Thinking about his long, hard life, which is funny because he's only about 20.
Okay. What's he look like just visually?
Let's. Hold on. Let me. I gotta change music because it is just confusing. All right. So where are we? So he's probably. One sec.
No worries. How's it going, Highland?
All right, there we go. So he's probably looks. I was picturing him a bit like Orlando Bloom. He's got long hair, long shaggy hair that has been brushed back. He has a marvelous mustache and goatee, not sideburns and chin and like jaw, like beard, but just like this very musketeers like facial hair, with of course his hair brushed back. His clothes probably would match a musketeer, but it's been disheveled and stained upon the road. He's never actually had it cleaned. There's mud stains all over his boots and probably around the cuff of his pants. He is definitely a traveler of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we see you at this tavern, drinking away. It's time to head back to wherever it is you stay. Do you have lodgings here? You're probably kind of drunkenly heading back to wherever it is you.
Sure, yeah. Insomniac saying, thank you so much for the pound, my friend. Advantage to Lee, because I want Cord to feel out of the advantage club. Thank you so much, Rem. Cheers.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that. Thank you. So yeah, everybody has advantage except for me and Will right now. Pretty sweet. So I'm not actually out of the advantage club because Will and I are both there. So.
Well, I do have the advantage of being the DM, so...
This is true.
True.
Okay, so...
he probably is heading back towards the stables. He's been sneaking out and actually just late at night been sleeping in the hayloft just to save some coin. He doesn't mind sleeping in the woods, but it's been raining recently. So it's probably just been sneaking off, sleeping there without the stable boy knowing.
Okay. So yeah, you stumble back to this, fall over in your drunken stupor, and end up just kind of passing out, essentially. Let's cut to our friend Diligence.
Hello.
So, same question.
So she'll be sat in the park.
Okay.
Sort of sat in the park with a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in like a weird, to anyone who would be passing, she looks like she's meditating. But she's actually sort of conversing with the fiend she's got a pact with. And she's quite an openly practicing warlock. So she makes no secret of what she's studying.
Out and proud.
Yeah, out and proud. She's got no idea that there's bad connotations to being a warlock.
Yeah.
But she's just kind of sat there chattering away to herself, and she sounds quite annoyed, actually. And she's annoyed at her fiend. And if you were to walk past, you'd hear her saying, "Oh, for God's sake, Kevin, just why? Just go and smite something." And
I just don't want it.
Just for God's sake. And she'll sort of wake up for like 2 seconds, write something down in her notebook, and then close her eyes again and go back into this weird trance. But she's always talking to this Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she sounds so exasperated and so annoyed. Yeah. Constantly. Yeah.
Also, we need to talk about Perimaster 525 for following. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You are a gentleman and a scholar, so...
Thank you, my friend.
Everyone loves Kevin. All right, so yeah, Kevin, he's having some problems recently, kind of social anxiety about going to smoke with other fiends, and stealing souls and stuff like that. He's not feeling himself, and eventually he finds himself kind of just arguing with Kevin for a while, just in this park, and it grows later, it grows darker, and as you kind of start writing, you realize that you're really tired, and you actually end up just falling asleep.
Yeah. Just chilling.
Just chilling. So, Gareth, what about Miles? Where would we see Miles of an afternoon?
Miles would just be kind of walking along down a path, kind of strolling along, his eyes absolutely fascinated by the world around him, kind of eyes darting from place to place, studying things like everything is the first time he's seen anything. He's been out of captivity for about a year now, but still, him taking the world at this point is still, everything is new and exciting. The colours are bright. He is really awkward socially. He kind of strays away from people while he still needs to get information for these people. So he kind of mutters to himself and have these conversations. And also, he's another one that will kind of turn and maybe have a bit of a conversation with someone that's not there, because all these years in captivity, he had a bit of an imaginary friend, which he still kind of takes with him.
Who's his imaginary friend?
I haven't got a name as good as Kevin. My imaginary friend is going to be called... I don't know. But
I can think of one. I'll give you one.
Chat.
In fact, chat, yeah. Come up with some suggestions and I'll pick one.
Okay, so as you're walking down this winding past, we'll say down a forest, you see that there's a green mist in the air, unlike anything you've ever seen before.
I've kind of walked towards it cautionally. I've not seen anything like this. I've read a lot of books. Would I have read anything about this?
Sure. Roll me a history check. See if you've ever read anything about Green Mist before.
That's an 8.
Devin. Yeah, on an 8. No, you've never heard anything from this, and that potentially fascinates you even further, because it seems to be some kind of natural anomaly, or maybe even magic. You don't know.
I would kind of wander towards it cautiously, but without that real danger sense. I'll just kind of head towards it, kind of curiously wondering what it is.
Sure. So you walk through the mist, and as you do so, the kind of green mist comes all around you, and you step through, and you can't really see anything other than just like your hand in front of you, as this mist kind of just rises up and kind of takes you inside of it. And as you're stepping through, you realize that you maybe try and turn back to go back the way you came, and when you look back, it's just more mist. And you're walking like this for a few minutes before you come out of the mist, essentially. And when you do come out of this mist, you see there are two figures on the floor who appear to be sleeping. One of which is a tiefling woman, and the other is a human, looks a bit like Orlando Bloom if you knew who he was.
So I've never seen a tiefling before, so I'm gonna kind of. Do they look like they're completely passed out?
They look like they're fast asleep, but he smells of alcohol. He probably just kind of passed out. But
because I've never seen a tiefling before, so
exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna go and awkwardly touch her face because I'm confused about what she is.
Quick clarification for Irving. Was this a campaign that Sydney will squeeze you apart during one of the 24-hour streams? No, that was Castle Ravenloft. It was actually based on the old 3.5 and 4th editions of it. We are playing the new Curse of Strahd stuff here, which is different. It's not the same campaign. It's not the same canon. For the purpose of that, keep that separate.
XP overrated. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Thank you so much for donating £15. I missed the message. Sorry about that. It says, as the players leave the mist, and then that's that. Hold on, let me pull it up here.
Okay, fine. It'll take me 2 seconds.
Cool.
So yeah, those are two separate campaigns. So for the purposes of canon and story and stuff like that, don't worry about that. It says, as the players leave the mist, they are changed. Wild magic roll for each of them. Thank you so much to
Oh wow!
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god, already.
Got some early wild magic going, guys. So each of you, roll me a d10,000. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, then this is, of course, a way that you can affect the game. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges. We have a d10,000 wild magic surge table that we like to get to confront and confer with here. So, Miles, what did you roll, my friend?
I got 3,736. That is the perfect number, Will. The real perfect.
Yeah.
700. I don't know about that, but
I'd say
736. Interesting. So it reads, next meal prepared by a caster tastes like blood. But what I'm going to say is, your mouth is like, you just taste blood in your mouth. Like, your mouth is like filled with blood.
Whoa.
Yeah, your mouth is filled with blood, and your rose is like dripping out of your mouth, basically, as you step out this mist. You can't feel yourself bleeding, so it doesn't seem to be like your blood, but you can't be sure.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
perfect.
So I'm just still leaning over the tiefling, kind of blood dripping. I'm guessing it's dripping down. Just fascinated, like the horns. I've never seen one before, so I'm really going for it on the face.
Really going.
like
Diligence as you're waking up, you cannot refuse a request for aid. So when someone asks for your help, you just gotta do it. There's something within you which is just compelling.
Is this part of the wild magic?
This is the wild magic.
Oh, it actually goes really well with her character. So okay.
1 out of 10,000 of the odds. All right. Chord 195. Nice and low.
Nice and low.
Okay.
I like to keep it. I think like the low numbers are usually stats, right?
Yeah. Well, some of them are. This one reads, any charged magical item carried by the caster burgomaster is wholly drained. So I'm guessing you probably don't have any magic items on you at this point.
No, not yet.
No magic items on you. So we're going to have to change that, and we're going to say that we're going to say that you are in fact. You look down as you kind of wake up from stupor. Look at your hand, and it's like really, really pallid, almost as if there's like not enough blood in your hand.
Yeah.
In your like arm, and you look down and roast it, and you feel like that there's not enough like blood in you. You feel like you've been, or it looks like you've been drained of a lot of blood, and you actually feel very lightheaded and very, very woozy from basically not having enough blood running through you.
Awesome. Sweet. These are amazing. Thank you so much, XP.
Yeah, those are awesome.
These are great. All right, sweet.
Awesome. So, yeah, actually, you did roll a D1000, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, so I did.
Rule of cool, boys. Rule of cool. So yeah. So, Gareth, go ahead, waking up Diligence. So Miles kind of just kicks her awake, or grabs her by the horns, or
Yeah, so I imagine at some point I want to find out whether the horns are solid, so I'll maybe give them a bit of a shake.
Okay, so I'm assuming I wake up,
yeah, you'd wake up
Like-
from taking it on.
getting my horns like ragged about, and then I'm gonna kind of take his wrists and be like, "Excuse me, can I help you?"
Oh, I thought you were dead, sorry.
No, I'm quite clearly sleeping. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't alarm you. Was I talking to myself again? Oh, I do. I am sorry.
I'm like, Devon, is she safe? And then I look back at you awkwardly, and I'm kind of, I'm bleeding. Can you help me? I think I'm gonna die.
Yes, I can help you. Yes, I can definitely help you. I can help. I will help.
Pushes you down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of sit you down and say, tell Devon I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm going to help you.
Tell Devon.
I'm looking to your right, just awkwardly, not knowing what to say. Devon, she's okay? Please don't hurt me.
I won't, I promise. I'm going to help you. Help. Help.
I'm not sure what that means.
So I'm gonna try. I'm going to roll medicine and see if I can use any like random bandages
Sure.
or like tinctures or anything I've got in my bag to try and help. Like it could just be sticking a plaster on his face. I have no idea what I'm doing. So
He's
just
still
enough-
blood like coming out of his mouth. Like
I'm just gonna stick a plaster on his face. I'm pretty sure of it.
works for me.
I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. I mean, are you uncomfortable? Do you?
I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't think that's because of my mouth.
Sorry, I was meant to roll d20 plus 2 there.
That's going to be 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick a plaster to your face.
That's on my ear. I don't think my ear is bleeding. I think your boyfriend down there you were sleeping with,
My boyfriend?
you
What?
might need you're sleeping next to a man.
What?
When a
Was
man and a
that
woman love each other.
Jagirion? Because he just followed. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome.
Don't know these men I'm sleeping with.
You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir.
These two men you're sleeping with, the gent and the scholar there. But no.
So, Cord, I imagine Enrin is starting to hear all these sounds.
Hey, keep it down, please.
I'm gonna like shake him awake. Who are you? Why are you sleeping? Who are you? There's a man bleeding from his mouth. Can you help?
I kind of like back up, and as I'm like backing up, I'm looking down and seeing my like my pallid hands and the how pale they are and like how weak I feel, and I kind of like scramble up to all fours and I look up at you both, and I notice that he's bleeding from the mouth. And
I would literally be at your height when you're on all fours. I'm a halfling.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like staring at you, and I'm like looking at you, and I look at her, and they're both like, "Help us!" And it's like this is a really weird dream. Seriously, a really weird place to wake up because I know that I didn't fall asleep in this fog? Like, are we still out in like the woods?
Yeah, so as you guys like kind of bearing of your essentially your bearings rather, you see that like kind of mist is basically behind you. This green fog and mist is behind you. But out in front of you, down below, it's very dark, and in fact, the sun is basically a bit obscured by this sort of this mist which is over the land, and so the sun is very low. It's coming down into a kind of moonlight, and you see that there's a village. What looks to be a kind of village amidst the gloom, several miles away. You're kind of up on a hill looking down from these woods. And the woods are very dark, and there's all sorts of strange noises coming from them. You hear a wolf howl off in the distance, and other kind of strange sounds of life from around here. But it's very dark. The mist is kind of insidious, and the darkness follows you like a crowd as you kind of take steps.
Where am I? Who are you? What have you done with me? Give me a moment here. Kind of like backs up and tries to, as he holds his head, and tries to massage, I guess, relieve some of this headache.
You were sleeping with this young lady here. You were on the road. Why were you sleeping on the road?
What are we all doing here? I thought I was in the park.
I don't know, but I do know that Matty Weaver has followed. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Welcome to the adventure. These segues are just getting stronger and stronger. Carry on.
Yeah.
So I was walking from here. I was walking. There was the mist. I walked through that.
And then he started shaking my head by the horns. Why would you do that?
I
Why are you
don't
bleeding
know
by
how
the
to
mouth?
ask this, but what are you? Why?
I'm a tiefling. You've never seen a tiefling before, you know?
You're the Hellspawn demon touched. I read about you. I didn't think you would be quite so.
Hellspawn, yeah. Yes, that's me, yeah.
Right,
No,
so
I've
you're a
read it in the
hellspawn.
book.
You're a hellspawn, and what about you? Why are you bleeding from the mouth?
It looks like he's the Hellspawn, actually, doesn't it?
I don't mean to
wow.
be rude here, but I'm very weak, and I like hold up my hands, and I like just the pale skin that he has, and like the veins, and how like how prominent they are, and he's just like, I don't think I believe you, considering that you're bleeding from the mouth, or is that? Have you drained me, sir? And I kind of go to grab my sword. Is my sword at my hip?
It is.
Okay, I draw it, and I kind of hold that tune back up as I'm still like, and I like stumble still because I'm still a little drunk.
Well, I immediately reach back and I grab something. And I'm just holding on to something in midair. I'm holding on to Devon's hand.
Okay.
What? No, please don't. I found you here, honest. I'm just looking for something. Why would you do this to me?
I'm gonna like feel my neck, and like try to feel for like a wound or something, that maybe he may have drained.
Yeah, there's
me.
no like puncture marks or any
Yeah.
kind of visible signs that you've been cut anywhere.
Right.
Well, why would I haven't bit you?
You have to
Tell
forgive
him.
me.
Tell him. The teeth thing. I didn't bite him, did I?
Why am I here?
Not that I saw. I don't know why I'm here either, mister. My name's Diligence, if it helps, and I'm here to help. I need to help. Can I help with your blood?
He's gonna hurt me. Help me.
Right.
Let me check my spells.
You can try to help. And for you, sorry, it's just it's all a bit confusing. I sheath my sword.
Are you from that town? Is that where you?
That's where I was.
I kind of lean towards you. Were you in the bar? I sniff at you. Were you having some of the drink?
Enrin, that is definitely not the same town that
Oh,
you
okay.
were in. This is completely different surroundings. I'll say that yours is like a port town before.
Okay. I was, but not here. This doesn't look like my town.
Did you were you intoxicated and did you lose control of your body? I read about that in a book as well.
Oh,
No.
Are you sure? It's because the book said that you wouldn't know and you would lie about it as well.
it's okay. He'll have been at a party with his friends, and she's like trying to help. She's trying to help him mop up the blood with a bit of bandage. He'll have been with his friends having a nice time. He's just a bit lost, like we are.
I
And
was
I'm
alone.
sat there with this blood oozing out of me.
I'm going to try and press to digitize it away from, try and clean it up. Right, I'm going to make something sparkly happen now, and it's going to clean up all this blood from your clothes, and you'll feel a lot better. Sorry, I can't imagine you just like blood coming out your mouth.
Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. Just try and stay calm. We'll find our way back.
And I kind of move my hand towards yours and it's like, Devon wants to hold your hand as well.
My hand?
Yeah.
Devon?
Yeah.
Do I see Devon? Is Devon like an
it's
invisible friend?
It's imaginary friend.
Okay. Oh, okay. So she kind of holds her hand out. And she says, yeah, okay. You can hold my hand if you want.
And I just kind of, I look a bit, I'm smiling, but there's crusted blood all around the side of my face. I look a bit happier. And then I think I'm going to go to this town. I'm a little bit worried about what that mist is. I've not read about that in the books. Do any of you know?
No, I don't, but be very careful. Do you need... Sorry. Do you need someone to go with you?
If you could take me to the town, I'm a bit lost. I don't know where I am anymore.
Sure, I'll bring you. What about you, miss?
I'll come with you as well. I'm not entirely sure about this mist either, but I'll help you find your way, you and Devon. We can all find our way there together.
I just kind of nod. And I start to walk towards the town.
Okay, so you guys head down into the kind of the gloom towards the village or town, and as you're coming towards it, it's a very it's not a easy journey. You feel very uneasy when you're moving through the forest towards it. There's dark, yeah, like I said, there's darkness. It seems to almost like follow you. You feel like there's constantly someone watching you over your shoulder. As you take steps, you hear different weird sounds, like wet squelching sounds from below, which could be like just mud, but they seem kind of like weird. And we look down, like maggots running across the the ground wherever you tread. There are just kind of writhing maggots everywhere.
Oh.
Gross.
And as you come towards the village, you see that you can kind of pierce through this darkness as you get closer. There are some lights on in the village, but I will read the little passage. Actually, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. And this town has like a sign over it, which in a kind of scrawled, aged and crumbling writing reads Barovia. and someone's clearly painted that years ago, and it's now faded and cracked and peeling off.
Can I do a history check or some kind of check on this? I'm very learned.
Yeah. Any of you guys can roll me a history check if you want to see if you've ever heard of this place. How's the educational situation in town?
That one.
Not great.
Oh, in fact, I'm a halfling. I can re-roll that once.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Is that every nat one, or is it just one per short rest?
It's everyone, isn't it?
Okay, lovely.
You could check that.
That's
Two nat ones.
Different nat one. I've no idea why they're different numbers.
Oh yeah, that is.
Something went wrong there, didn't it?
That's not roll 20.
Happened, and I think it went wrong. Never mind. What did I just say? We'll say that certainly Miles has no clue what on earth Barovia is or what it means. You're probably on a nat one. You don't even know that roll 20 is that Barovia is means that it's a village. It could just be a strange word.
I think Barovia lived here, guys.
Who's Barovia?
I don't know.
Is she friends with Devon?
I think that this could be the town. Town name.
What are you drinking?
I think it's the town name. I think this is Barovia.
Yeah, certainly. What's his name? Enrin.
Enrin,
Yeah. Enrin hasn't heard of this place either.
But he knows that
He knows
sign
that
is
it's
probably
a village.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of common sense. But
Yeah, the nat one probably breaks the common sense. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know that this could probably be the town.
Okay. Well, we should probably press on. I'm standing on insects and I'm not really fond of hurting things, so we should probably press on into the town.
Yeah, it's dark, so there don't appear to be many people around. The only sounds come from muffled talking from within buildings, and then there is like a cry, like someone's kind of sobbing quite loudly from one of these houses. You do see just along the road that there appears to be a tavern called the Blood on the Vine Tavern, and that's about as far as your vision can pierce. Do any of you guys have dark vision?
I do as a tiefling. I have natural 120.
Be a bit further than everyone else. So yeah, but other than that, you guys are having a hard time seeing through the kind of thick mists. So what's the plan?
Do you hear that?
Someone sounds a bit upset.
Yes.
Oh no.
Um.
Should we go and find them?
I think we should help. Yeah.
Help! I have to help. I need to help this person, and she's gonna sort of hurriedly walk forwards towards the noise.
Okay, so you step towards what's basically a 2-story old sort of townhouse, which is decrepit and starting to kind of fall down. In fact, a lot of it's a bit like Darkmere in a way, and like a lot of the houses here are falling apart with like holes in them. They seem very, very old, and they haven't had any upkeep in a long time. They need some TLC. No dark vision for halflings. Feels bad, man. So yeah, but you hear these kind of moaning sobs kind of float towards you on the mists. And as you get closer, there's a door. Appears to be very old, almost kind of fallen through itself, where the sobs grow louder as you get towards it.
Maybe she's trapped in here. Is it a male or a female voice? Can I tell?
It appears to be female.
Maybe she's trapped in here. I immediately open the door. I pull it open.
Okay. So yeah, you open the door into basically a living room, where there's a woman sitting on a chair. She appears to be holding a doll, and she's kind of sobbing into the doll.
Poor doll.
She's got, I know, yeah. She's got. There's one candle lit in the room, and the rest of it is very, very dark. The door just opens straight up. It wasn't locked or anything.
There's a stag's head on the wall as well.
Yes, there is, yeah, and one of you has a black eye now.
Yeah.
Dolls falling everywhere. I didn't write these dolls. See, this is proof again that Wizards of the Coast watching.
Wow.
They're just like, so we're gonna. Wizards. But yeah, she appears to be kind of like wrapped up in a shawl and crying into this doll, muttering unintelligibly to herself.
Everybody stay back. I don't like that. I don't like the feel. I don't.
She's upset.
I know, but I should probably be careful.
Can I help carefully?
Stay here.
Oh,
And I'm gonna kind of draw my dagger and kind of hold it by the blade, like kind of behind me, and then I'm gonna approach with my left hand forward, just cautiously, and then say,
Miss. Excuse me, ma'am.
She doesn't appear to see you very well.
"Do I see your face now?"
You can see her face. She's an old lady.
Yeah.
Not like old enough to be a grandmother, but aging, I guess. She appears to have these kind of sunken, almost like lifeless sort of eyes, and her skin is like very wrinkled and pallid as well. And by the way, guys, if you're not mute because we're getting a lot of some weird
Some background noise, yeah.
background noise from people, so leave mute to Reno.
okay.
No worries. Thank you all. Yeah, and she just appears to be sort of crying into this doll.
Ma'am, can we help you? Are you all right?
Who are you?
My name is Enrin Colt. Are you all right, ma'am?
She's like continues to like hug the doll, rock a little bit.
What's the matter, ma'am?
My daughter, Gertruda, she's gone.
What was her name?
I immediately step forward at this point and brush past the human and say, where did she go?
She ran away from home. 2 weeks passed and she hasn't come back.
But, sometimes people don't run away from home. Some people go missing.
She begins crying again.
Did she leave you a letter? I'm going to kind of peer over. No. Do you know where she could have gone? It's okay, don't cry. It's okay.
She just begins to keep on this doll.
Ma'am, would you like us to go find her for you?
She kind of looks up, and she's like, yes.
What was her name?
Gertruda.
Gertruda.
She nods. That's true. I do practice crying in front of the mirror 4 hours a day,
Yeah.
just to get I'm a method actor, Kaki. That's the thing.
Method DM.
And what was your name, my lady?
It's still answer. She says, "Come on back." My name is Mary.
When did she go? What was she doing? What were you doing when she left?
I was out shopping.
How old is she?
She's 11.
She's only little.
It doesn't seem very nice around here. Why do you live around here?
Can't go.
What? Why not? Is someone keeping you prisoner?
She like shakes her head, just crying. She's fine, my daughter.
I will try. I kind of awkwardly put my hand on her hand. I understand, I think. And your daughter will want to get back to you as much as you want her back.
Oh,
She smiles.
it's too early for feels, guys. Too early for feels.
And I kind of, I take the doll and put it against her chest, so she's kind of cuddling it against herself. Can we look around her room and see if we can find where she may have gone?
There's nothing there.
But sometimes an extra pair of eyes can help. I may not look much, but I'm good at looking and finding stuff.
Okay, upstairs.
Thank you.
Marilyn.
And I pull the other two aside and say, I need your help, I think. I don't think I can do this on my own. But I know I've only just met you. It would mean an awful lot if you could help me.
I'll stay. I'll help. Where are we going?
I'll help you. I said I'd help you before, don't worry.
We should probably check the girls' room. Maybe if someone took her, there might be a sign in there. People do get taken.
They do. This lady seems very weird.
I awkwardly stop and I charge up the stairs. I don't elaborate any further on that point.
Yeah. To the bedroom.
Don't
Been
choke.
there,
Don't choke, Gareth. Oh, bless him.
Got him.
Got him.
Wrecked. So yeah, you guys head upstairs. There's kind of decrepit staircase which creaks every step of the way. The first to fall. Rip. So you head up the staircase and you see there is a door open, slightly ajar, to what clears a girl's bedroom. And as you step in, you see that there's a plain, simple bed with kind of dusty, moth-eaten bed covers, and you see that there's very little else adornment in the room. There's just a small desk, basically, with very little on it. There's a few like children's drawings and like scratched. Not like they have crayons. They've got basically like charcoal, which she's been doing some charcoal. Creepy charcoal kids paintings, the usual sort of stuff. And there's a closet which appears to be open. You can see there are like clothes in it, and they're all dusty and old as well.
Sorry, go cool.
I was just gonna say, I was just feeling the silence. What kind of clothes? Is it like school clothes, or is it like nice clothes? Like, I'm trying to get up to like a
old, dusty, moth-eaten, well-worn, probably hand-me-down.
So everything is covered in a fairly thick layer of dust.
Pretty much. Well, that is pretty much the same as you've seen in the house in general.
Okay. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while, though, guys.
Did the lady say it was 2 weeks that she'd been missing?
I think so. This is a lot of dust for 2 weeks. I kind of run my finger over something.
Yeah, it
I
comes up
agree.
thick, yeah.
It's a bit odd.
Something doesn't feel right. She seemed very upset, though. People don't normally cry for no reason.
No, you're right. People don't cry for no reason. She was very upset, wasn't she? Can I, would there be any sort of, like, letters or anything on the back of these drawings? Or
Yeah, you can go have a look at them. There don't appear to be any. writing or letters on them, on the back of them or anything like that. But you do see that the drawings are of basically monsters. They look like children's monsters drawn out in charcoal on the parchment.
Yeah.
I take one of the children's drawings, kind of pocket it.
Mm-hmm. Save that one for later.
Yep.
I might take one too, so I can discuss it with Kevin.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab these. Doing anything else, Nori?
Can I do an investigation just to see if there's anything not apparent, or have we kind of scoured it fairly well?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. For sure.
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 Whilst you're doing that, I remind you guys, if you haven't followed, do hit that follow button. Join us tonight. If you haven't gotten your hands on a copy of Curse of Strahd, then you can here for free. Exclamation point giveaway. Grab a copy and head on April 1st. 18 on your investigation.
Perfect number +1.
Excellent. So you see that looking on the floor of dust, there is like footprints leading in and out, and they appear to be of a man's, not a child's. Too big to be a woman's, probably. And they appear to be very kind of they're like booted, I suppose, but they're not like thick, heavy boots. They appear to be kind of like, just from making out, I'll give it 2
Soft soles.
Soft soles, sort of nice boots. Not the sort that you guys are probably wearing, like adventurous boots.
So we should probably ask her about this. This doesn't look normal.
This doesn't look right. I'm not sure I'm okay with
What
these
doesn't look right?
footprints.
There's footprints here, but it's a man. I haven't seen a man.
Right.
Wait, I check and make sure they're not his. I make sure they're not
Yeah.
Henry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
We should go down. We could look around the rest of the place, but I think we might get in trouble.
We're best not outstaying our welcome. She's very upset.
Yeah,
Alright.
off we go.
You guys head downstairs.
I'm gonna ask her about.
Where is Gertrude's father?
She kind of composed herself now. You've been in the house, Raj. She says he died years ago.
Is there any man we should know about that could be tied to her disappearance?
She shakes her head. None that I know of. They say that the devil Strahd walks these streets.
The devil who?
Who?
Strahd.
A devil?
Is he a tiefling as well?
Oh,
She shakes her head. I don't know what she is.
Diligence is going to sort of put her arm around Miles and say, "We're very different. I'll tell you outside." The devils and the tieflings, dear. I'll tell you all about them. Oh, a devil. How long has this been happening, Mary?
The devil Strahd. He's been here longer than any of us know. He lives in the castle.
Where? Where's this castle?
She says, well, when the sun is high, you can see it up on the cliffs.
Oh, so he lives near here.
She shakes her head.
Okay. We might have to go and have a word with him. And she
Yeah,
She looks-
She said, I wouldn't. Might not be a good idea.
She looks at Enrin. Maybe we should have a word with this Mr. Strahd.
Miss, do you want your daughter back?
Yes, of course.
We have no choice. I'm sorry.
I don't have any gold. Or...
It's all right.
We don't want any gold. We're just going to get your daughter back for you. We hate to see you so upset.
I kind of awkwardly, I have some, and I palm her 2 gold. I openly give her, I just, with a smile on my face, I hand her 2 gold coins.
That was really nice of you.
She didn't have any, and I have some.
Kind.
It's friendly, isn't it?
It's very friendly of you.
Yes.
I kind of smile at the praise. I've never really had praise before,
Yeah.
so it feels a bit weird. But I kind of got this grin, but I feel awkward. I'm not sure.
Am I allowed to smile? Should I smile?
She, as it's getting late, I should rest, and so should you. You can find lodgings in a tavern.
All right.
That sounds good. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you, miss.
We'll come and check back with you. As soon as we find anything, we'll come and check back with you. If that's okay.
Yes.
But, miss, please don't shed any more tears.
She smiles through the tears in her eyes. Thank you. You're very kind.
We'll bring her back.
And I guess I just slowly, awkwardly turn and leave.
Sure.
I kind of
Sort
follow
of
behind.
guide Miles out of the door.
Do you explain to him the difference between the devil and tieflings?
Yeah, I do. And I'm going to tell him about my invisible friend. Yeah, so I'm going to say, well, I have an invisible friend. Bit like Devon.
Did you make him up when you were lonely as well?
Kind of. I was lonely, and I did a lot of reading of books and things like that, but Kevin came and met me when I was reading.
Devon was the only person to talk to me for 14 years.
Wow, you have a very long friendship.
Yeah, he's my bestest friend.
That's lovely. What does Devon look like?
He's over there. I point.
I'm gonna wave. I'm gonna say, well, my eyes aren't quite as good as yours. And I'm gonna make a weird, like, pretend I'm putting up binoculars. Is that a yellow shirt he's wearing?
He looks a bit like Oki0099.
Thank you so much, Oki0099. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thanks, man.
I say he looks a bit like, and I point towards Enrin, a little bit better looking.
Excuse me.
Oh.
What?
I'm gonna giggle a bit and go.
You look like you've done a lot of fighting. You've got scars and stuff on your face. I'm guessing you're fairly scarred up.
Yeah, he's got one. He's got one good one, like out by his cheek, that he likes to hide with his really weak beard.
With his Orlando hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe probably like behind his ear and like the shag. You could tell. It doesn't quite cover it.
Behind the shag.
Right behind the shag. Right behind the fluff.
Mm-hmm.
And I could. This must be masculinity. Trying to protect oneself, one's self-worth. I read about this as well.
That's very clever.
I'm pretty clever.
Did you know girls can do that too?
I read about lots of things girls can do. And then I awkwardly blush, and then and we should probably go.
We should probably press on.
Yeah.
Let's go and find somewhere to stay or to talk to more people about Gertruda.
All right then. So you guys head out into the back into the darkness of the street. You see the tavern, and you're closer at this point. You can see the tavern's called the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and the F has been crossed out and an on. An N has been put on, so it now reads Blood on the Vine Tavern rather than the Blood of the Vine Tavern. It appears similarly like the other buildings around here. to be very sort of old, falling apart. There are some voices coming from within, but it doesn't sound from out here like it's like the rowdiest tavern that you've ever been in.
I'm going to kind of tap Miles on the shoulder and be like, "Are you going to be okay coming in here?"
I will sit in the corner. I don't like big groups of people.
Would you like one of us to sit with you, or are you going to be okay sat there?
I'm okay. I just make sure no one comes and messes me like they did in the last tavern. They put me in a barrel.
Oh, that's not very nice. Okay. So I'm going to give him, I'm going to take a necklace off from around my neck. I'm going to give it him to hold. Say, this is how I talk to Kevin. So if you keep a hold of that, and if you feel like you're getting in trouble, just squeeze it really tight.
I nod and I take it and I swing it about and looking at it.
Miles, no one's gonna hurt you. I don't even know if it's your name. I don't think we've ever introduced each other.
My
No
name
one's
is
gonna hurt you,
Miles.
little one.
Yeah, good guess. My name's Miles.
Oh no, we you said your name was Miles when we met, when you had blood coming out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Miles.
I think Enrin was asleep though at the time.
Yeah.
You're very kind to me. I don't often find kind people when I'm travelling.
I don't find people who wish to stay around me when I travel. My name's Enrin, by the way.
I put my hand up to shake you.
I firmly shake it.
It's probably a little bit limp, but I did my
Yeah.
best.
I'm going to say, my name's Dill.
Hello,
Nice-
Dill.
Nice
And I
to
do
meet
the
you.
same.
Nice to meet you. So yes, don't worry. No one's gonna hurt you. I won't let it happen.
I just kind of smile. I look a lot more at ease than when you first saw me with blood coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You guys step into the tavern?
Yes.
All right.
Probably me first. Me first. Push you out of the way. Ha ha. Me first. Boston's in.
All right. So you step in to the Blood and the Vine Tavern. Inside, it's nicely furnished. So shows signs of age. So you can see that it's got some nice plush chairs, everyone, and everything like that. But they're clearly very, very old and worn. A dour-looking barkeep is at the bar, and he's just perpetually cleaning mugs. And you actually see that he's just cleaned a whole row of mugs, and then he just goes back to the start of them and starts cleaning them again. Around here, actually, to the around the room, there are some patrons. There are about 5 people in the room.
42.
Sorry,
It's 42 patrons.
42. But oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There are, and you could be one or more.
Yeah.
Segway. So yeah, people are asking classes. Human rogue for Enrin cult. Diligence is a tiefling something or other. I've forgotten.
Tiefling Warlock.
Tiefling warlock, and
Yeah.
Gareth is a halfling bard. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys step in. There are 3 people sitting together. Kind of actually have like hoods up, but looking proper edge lords. And these 3 women are just kind of talking together in this corner of the bar. The barkeep is standing cleaning mugs, and there's one other younger-looking man, blonde hair, sitting at a table on his own with plenty of wine. Everyone kind of looks up as you enter, and whatever murmurings were going on kind of cease. The barkeep stops cleaning for a second as he looks up, and then when that moment passes, he starts cleaning again, and the voices start murmuring and kind of look over at you. The blonde man, sitting on a table on his own, kind of motions towards you guys to come over. Hello. Come.
Greetings.
I'm gonna follow Enrin
Can I
closely
help you?
closely behind him.
Yeah, I think I'll be about 5 foot back, just staying away from as many people as I can, but just kind of peering around and keeping an eye on what's going on.
And he says, "Drinks? You want some drinks?"
I could use a drink. You
Very
drink?
well.
And I point to, or I gesture towards Miles.
Would you like a drink?
Can I have some water, please?
And for the lady,
I'll have a flagon of mead if that's okay. Thank you.
he nods and smiles. Says, "Alec, mead, water, wine." And the barkeep gets one of these clean mugs and starts pouring out drinks. Brings them over to you over the next few moments. And he says, "You're new in town.
Just got here.
Haven't seen you around, right?"
Don't really remember how, but yes,
Huh.
kind of woke up here.
I tap Enrin on the kind of leg a little bit, and I say,
Yes.
ask him about the mist.
All right. Yes, we had just arrived. Wondering about, do you know of anything strange?
Do I know of anything strange? Yes, I know of many
About the
strange.
climate or anything? I mean, it was a bit,
You mean the mist and the darkness and the gloom? No, that is
That's it.
that is to do with the devil Strahd. That is to do with his magics. No surprise to me that 3 new ones turned up.
It's not the first time I heard that name. Could you elaborate on what this Devil Strahd
Sure.
is and about his magics, please?
Drinks come over. He drinks from some wine. Pass your drinks around. Take a seat, my friends. Please be at ease.
Sure.
Do you guys sit?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, but I'm gonna leave a seat in between me and Enrin so Miles can sit in the middle.
Okay, I'm going to walk over. I'm going to purposely leave my drink at the bar. And I'm going to say, "Oh, Devon, can you get my drink?" And at the same time, I'm going to quietly cast Unseen Servant. And the drink is literally going to pick up and drift itself over to the table.
Okay.
Yeah, he raises an eyebrow, but doesn't comment. It doesn't comment on the fact you're a tiefling either. And he says, "Yeah, the Count. Yeah. Well, he ruled over these lands 100 years ago. Came back, fought after some bloody wars. It was much changed. Rumor is he signed a pact with the devil himself, and now he is also a devil. No one can leave these lands except for a few special folk. But for us, we are stuck here. We get people like you come round every few years or so, and then inevitably they go up to the castle and never come back. And then around midnight, we'll see you rising from the grave in the cemetery and walking out. Call it the March of the Dead."
So, is there necromancy around here? I
Is
I
that
read about that.
in Barovia? Well, sure. Call it that.
Do you not have any paladins or people to help clear out the undead?
Paladins, they come and go, my friend. Sometimes we have paladins turn up, and all the glory light come here, try and rid us of this ancient curse, this evil. None of them return. Strahd, he's a clever one. People here, a lot of them are scared.
Has anyone ever tried to leave?
Oh, sure. Yeah, try walking through those mists. See where that gets you.
Well,
But find your right.
that got me here.
Mm.
I walked through the mist and I ended up here. So,
It's a one-way road, my friend. Trust me. People have tried.
So what you're telling us is we can't leave here. The only thing we can do is either go up towards the cliffs and die, or we can stay imprisoned like you all here.
Oh, it's not so much a prison. But yeah, we're not leaving.
Does nobody... I'm going to lean in and just kind of keep my voice down a little bit. Does nobody have a pact with Strahd, if you say he's a devil,
Oh, sure, yeah. The Vistana. The Vistani folk have a pact with him. They have an ancient agreement. They can come and go from Barovia and Strahd's lands as they please. No one else can.
What is a Vistani?
The Vistani, they are a traveling folk, a very old people. They come and go as they please, selling their wares, living frivolously, and telling fortunes to make a living. You should go see them.
do you know how much they pay for this privilege?
Oh no, the way I'm aware, there's no payment involved. The story goes that Strahd was once injured in battle as a young man. The Vistana folk, they saved him. Well, this is what they tell us. I don't know if I believe them or not. But they can come and go as they please. But you see, this is not a place in Atonica. You know, your people are from a different place than us. I can't say I understand it myself, but it's like walking through a door, and when you come out, there's no door anymore, and you're no longer in the place that you left. A lot of these people like you, they come and they say, well, they say to me, they say, Ismark, why am I here? I fell asleep and I woke up here. I say, I don't know, my friends, but I believe that Strahd enjoys having new people here. I believe that the devil Strahd enjoys toying and playing with you.
Oh,
Miles is going to look absolutely devastated. His bottom lip's going to be going at the thought he is trapped again. He's pale and he's looking rather unwell. And he reaches into his kind of tunic and he pulls out a small piece of paper and he slides it over to the barman. Do you recognize this symbol?
The barkeeper, whose name you overheard was Eric. He looks at this piece of paper. I get a little phone noise from someone. I don't think it's me.
Yeah, I'm getting it too.
But yeah, he no. Just looks at you blank. No.
Okay, thank you. I'll take it back very quickly and put it straight back in my pocket.
Yeah, as you come back, said, "Oh, don't mind Eric. He just has no soul."
What do you mean?
I mean that quite literally. He doesn't have a soul.
Gonna laugh awkwardly and say, I know that feel.
Yeah. A lot of us here, we don't have souls. Some of us, the lucky ones, do. You see, in this place, in Strahd's lands, there are only a few souls to go around. And Strahd, he fills the rest of the population with his playthings. His little puppets, like Arik over there. And he waves and smiles. Yeah, you can tell the ones don't have much in their eyes. Don't have any life in them. Only a few souls to go around. When someone dies, the soul will find itself into another body around here. So, you know, there's probably someone like me, exactly like me, a few hundred years ago, who lived here. Ismark the Greater. They call me Ismark the Lesser.
That's not very nice.
Oh, I've always lived in my father's shadow. What are your names?
My name is Miles. I want to go home.
Dill's gonna put her arm around him. It's okay, we'll go home soon.
Oh, you'll get used to it, don't worry. Find yourself a little house around here where no one's living anymore, clear it of whatever lives inside there and, you know, settle down. That's my advice. Or, if you do want to help, then I do have something for you. I imagine you're not yet ready to settle down to the monotony of the life in Strahd.
It's not our home. We won't stay here.
We don't live here, sir, but we do want to help.
Well, I can tell you are good people, which is a shame. I'm sorry for your loss. But I've got a loss of my own. My father recently passed. Kolyana Indirovich. He was the burgomaster around here. And, well, since he passed away, my sister's been rather distraught. Irina Kolyana, she passed. Well, she's locked herself away in the mansion, and my old father's mansion since he died. Refuses to leave, and, well, you know the devil Strahd. He's taken a keen interest in my sister, and I am unhappy with this. From all accounts, he's visited her several nights in a row, and she has vague memories of what happened, but I don't like it. Anyone that Strahd meets ends up dead.
Would this be a romantic interest in your sister?
I don't know. Maybe so.
Do you
She's
think...
a young girl, I can see why, but he is a devil.
Sometimes a lot of devils are unfortunately born into the wrong kind of... It's hard for me to explain, but sometimes creatures are often very misunderstood due to the form in which they were born. So a lot of devils seek companionship.
Sweet girl, but the devil Strahd, he chose this life. By the rumors, he was jealous, he was arrogant, sick of not being in war anymore. So he chose to sign a pact with the devil himself to gain power, to become another devil. And so, as you can see, the mists outside, he looks out the window. These are not natural, these are the devil's work. But do not be afraid, it is, you'll get used to it around here. A lot of the people are not like me, they're scared, they won't talk to you. They will shun you. Especially you, you are different, you're not, human.
No.
They're scared of the others, because the others come and claw at their doors at night.
Are they the dead ones?
Well, there are dead ones, yes. But they are reborn in some kind of unnatural life by the devil himself. I tell you what, you go to the cemetery at midnight, you'll see hundreds of people just like you. Your ghosts walking along, all the way up to Castle Ravenloft, where the Count lives. Watch that procession, and you'll know that you will one day join that procession.
Why has no one tried to stop him?
Oh,
Why not all of you?
oh, lad, you see that line when you see all of those tried. Everyone tried. They're all dead, or worse. Anyone that goes up to Castle Ravenloft does not come back, or if they do, they are no longer themselves. So, on my advice, stick like me. Keep an easy living. Live the rest of your life here. Try and get whatever joy you can out of it. My joy is my sister. And Irina is not safe here, so if you want to help, then you can get her out of that house and take her to Vallaki. It's a town not so far from here, and I hear that it's very safe. In fact, apparently it's the only safe place in Strahd's lands. If I could leave, I would, but I can't.
Ismark, a word, please. Some privacy, please.
And I kind of gesture to my companions.
Of course.
And he opens up.
Miles, what do you feel about this land?
I go from really quiet to almost shouting, and I just say, "I will not be a prisoner again."
Whoa, shh. Okay.
And I'm gripping the necklace you gave me as hard as I can.
Enrin nods slowly and says,
We won't be. And nor will the people here. You see, I have a bit of a past as well. My friends and family were killed right before me, before my eyes. by some creature. My memories are a bit fogged about what it was, but I do remember the beast staring at me and leaving me the mercy of life. I will not rest until I finish the duty that has been bestowed upon me to stop this creature. I don't know what it is or who it is, but I feel you have a bit of a past as well. Your imprisonment, as he tries to dance around the subject. And I know that you, and this is had laid a toll on you. And we won't let that happen to these people who have been living like this for who knows how long. Do you want?
I kind of look up at you and tears are running down my face, and I just say, I just want to go home. It's all I've ever wanted, and it just seemed I was getting close. I escaped, and now I'm back here again. What have I done wrong? Enrin, what have I done wrong?
Miles, you did nothing wrong. He puts his hand on your shoulder. You've done nothing wrong. To go home, we must travel. We must travel on a road. But the only road before us is a high road, a dangerous rocky road. And this road is full of peril and danger, and
I'm not a child. I'm not afraid. I've fought once to escape, and I will fight again, but why does this keep happening?
That's the spirit. It happens because those who know more about our life, like NCG123411. Thank you so much, my friend, for clicking that follow button. Welcome. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Way to break up the fields, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I got it there once in a while. So yeah, he back into it. He goes, the higher power of those who look upon our mere life are showing us and showing you that you can do it. And you can fight, and you know that. But I think you need to prove it to yourself that you can be the hero that this town needs.
I kind of wipe the snot off my face and wipe the tears, and I will. I will. And I hand back the necklace to Diligence. I don't think I need this anymore.
That's okay. I'll keep it safe though, because it's got Kevin in it. I'll need it for when I'm scared. But I hope it helped.
Thank you.
Ismark steps back and he says, my friend...
A moment, Ismark. No, I'm kidding.
Where am I going?
Come on, dude.
He says, my friends, are you all right? Is there anything I can...
Well, we're looking for someone. We found a lady. Her name was Mary. Her daughter has gone missing.
Oh, Mad Mary.
Well, that's not very nice.
That's what they call her.
You don't seem like a very nice man.
I don't know what makes you say that.
She's lost her daughter.
Ah, Gertruda, yes. No, I heard. Yes. No, she was seen on the road, late at night, walking, as if drawn by something.
You didn't stop. The person that saw it didn't stop a 12-year-old girl walking around this place at night.
And if you lived here, you would understand. He puts a hand on your shoulder. The dead streets.
I think you, as well as missing a hole, you're missing a soul. You're missing a heart.
My friend, if it were me, I would be out there like a shot. And he puts a sword on his hip. I try and help those that I can. That's why I'm trying to help my sister. But I can't help everyone. I can't be everywhere all at once. And Strahd is a devil. I'm trying to fight against the devil himself. If you go too much, if you resist too much and he knows your name, he finds out who you are, then you are doomed. If I walk the streets fighting those that he sends, I'm a dead man. I can help no more. Better to help from the shadows than out in the light.
By cleaning the glasses.
I don't clean no glasses. That's Eric. I let him do that. He's got no soul, though, so you see, he's a puppet. And he leans in very closely. And those three women over there are watching us. And as you look over, like the three women like in the hoods kind of like turn back and go back to their conversation. You want to know why they're watching us? Because they're spies.
Spy Panda, thank you so much, Spy Panda, for clicking that follow button.
Wow.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you.
If you guys haven't followed yet, then do hit that follow button. You've been in for a chance to win the Curse of Strahd. Hardback book.
Hard Strahd.
Super hard.
Strahd is very hard in this book.
Super hard back.
Yeah, he says they're spies. Strahd spies. They are no longer completely human. They are, in fact, new man Jamie 1. Thank you so much, my friend. To the adventure. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you so much for that hard straw. So he goes, yeah, we're no longer completely human. They answer to him. And tonight, around midnight, I imagine they will go and talk to him. And they'll tell him that there are 3 new people here. And they'll also tell him that there's informal cookie. Thank you so much, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Better an informal cookie than formal. And it says, so keep an eye out for the people around here. Those without souls you'll learn to spot. You'll learn not to trust.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Where
once
is
again,
your sister?
I implore you, she is in the burgomaster's mansion. You can't miss it.
What time of day is it? Is it?
It's dark. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
What time did the monsters and the undead come?
Oh, around midnight. They might be here. Some nights they are, some nights they're not. You never know. It's only if someone's been bad.
I kind of look round and I'm not sure if I've been bad or not.
No.
Should we get ourselves a room and then explore town more, or?
Sure, I'll pay for your rooms. Tell you what.
What?
It's very kind of you, sir.
You're helping me,
That's-
I help you. You know you're new here.
That's very kind.
You won't survive a night if I don't, help. Come, let's talk to Eric. Get some rooms. Relax in the morning. Go help my sister.
I go with him to talk to Eric, and I just kind of, we don't need to roleplay a scene or anything, but he just very, like, he inspects Eric, because he heard that he had no soul, and he's just watching his movements. He's watching how...
You look at Eric, everything that he does is like, he's deeply depressed. Everything he does is very sluggish. He seems very in himself, just very down.
Yeah.
Eeyore,
the bartender.
light in his eyes. Very light in his eyes, and sunken kind of,
Sunken.
face. Yeah, pallid flesh, and he.
I'll get you a room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
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 Is that what but he hands you guys
One more retweet, by the way, guys. One more.
Wow.
hands you keys to your rooms, and you go up at one point or another, find your rooms. Very, very simple. flea-infested, moth-eaten beds with like a bedside table, and that is it. Very kind of hard.
So my apartment. Got it.
Yeah, no. Without the fridge, unfortunately. That was bad, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're basically identical rooms. They're 3 separate ones. And Ismark says, I hope you can find some sleep on these. I've got my own house. It's about the same. So, yeah, sleep well. And I'll stop by in the morning. Unless you got any more questions.
Don't think we do.
All right.
No.
And he says, and little one to you, Mal, he says, I might not be nice, but you might understand with time. And he like pats you on the shoulder and moves off. As we hit 25 retweets on the Twitters, the Hypers Real Boys. So you guys know what this means, or maybe you don't because you're new. If you don't, then a viewer decision is something that you guys get to throw in. You can throw in anything which happens into our game next. The party, let me see the party are going to sleep in Barovia for the first time in a tavern. So what happens that night whilst they are sleeping? What on earth happens?
It can be anything.
Anything at all. So throw in your ideas, throw in your crazy, wacky ideas, and you guys get to influence our story. So underneath that line, Scardstar in chat, you guys get to throw in whatever suggestions you want. We'll put them into a straw poll, and whichever gets most votes, whichever you guys love the most, actually happens. Nidea says, I think it's a virtual show, does not take itself too seriously. Yeah, we try not to. We're trying to have fun as well, amidst the darkness. So whilst we're getting in our...
Too serious.
Not too serious. Do you guys go straight to bed, or is there a little scene just before that, to giving people some time to get in their suggestions? I imagine there might be a convening of plans and stuff like that. So go ahead.
Miles, Dill, I just wanted to say, I know you guys are both scared, and I just want to let you know that I'm scared too. Scared. I face decisions every day, monsters every day that could end my life, but the best thing I've found so far is to fight. So,
That's okay. I
if you ever
appreciate
need
you
someone
telling me.
that can talk back,
Give him the.
I can hear.
That helped me not be scared anymore.
Oh. She takes the necklace. She says, well, when I'm scared, I can actually talk to my friend Kevin. And he's not from around here. But listening to some of the stories downstairs, I'm starting to realise that maybe Kevin has a lot in common with this man, Strahd.
Is he mean as well?
Kevin isn't mean. Kevin is not a mean man. But he sounds like he comes from the same town as Strahd.
This is Strahd's town, isn't it?
Strahd probably didn't come from this town, but chose it to live in. From somewhere else, quite far away from here. But Kevin's really, really nice, and whenever I'm scared, I talk to Kevin. And she's kind of gonna offer it gingerly to Enrin. Say, "Look, if you need to have a chat with Kevin, it's here." He's not much help, by the way. I've told him every day he has to make more friends. Has to make more friends because it's getting ridiculous now. But
I appreciate your offer, but I have the best way I deal with my fears is to face them with a blade.
And he kind of tucks his hair behind his ears, and you kind of see that scar again behind his head. little unsure. Maybe a couple like scars on his ear as well that have been hidden, and just unsure what he actually means by that cryptic message.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I think I'll be all right.
Well, we all face our fears in different ways, but I hope together we'll be okay. We'll be fine together. As long as we don't go outside when we shouldn't do, and we all stay safe, we'll be fine.
But that sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun, doesn't it? Don't tell Kevin. Oh my god, do not tell Kevin.
Okay. I
Don't.
won't.
Don't tell Kevin.
I don't think I can.
She's completely just
yeah.
sleep deprived.
Yeah, probably for the night of rest or whatever happens with viewer decision. Enrin's probably going to try to. He probably is going to toss and turn throughout the night because he's constantly thinking about there could be a procession of the dead walking outside, like that, like kind of like he's excited, like kind of like Santa Claus is. He knows that that's going to happen. It's but like when he wakes up, it's already gone and passed. So he really has like this. He's really excited to see this like mystical supernatural event. He probably a couple times he like paces the room, tries to like, oh man, why can't I sleep? And he like notices himself like staring out the window at times, and then like pacing, and then trying to sleep, and then he tosses and turns, and then kind of rinse and repeat. He goes back over to the window and tries to look and see if anything's going on. But that's probably what his night is going to be. He's going to get very little sleep. So that's what he does.
I might make an effort to go into the other rooms and try and press to digitize some of the fleas away, to try and like clear up some of the beds a bit so you don't get bitten so much. Because fuck sleeping in a flea-ridden bed.
True. So, guys, the straw poll is in chat. We got 4 votes tied. We can't have a tie, so we need deciding votes, and the time is nigh. So the next vote is going to happen. It's going to be the one. So whichever gets to 5 votes next, because we've got a huge spread of votes all over. Got some great suggestions in. All right. The room the players are in is haunted. Has won. So.
Oh, I didn't even vote. Get wrecked.
Hey, you snooze, you lose, God. Snooze, you lose.
It's all right because we're having another one in 10 retweets. So.
Indeed, yeah. So if you guys haven't retweeted already, then you can go ! Tweet, and at 35 retweets, we will have another viewer decision. And if you have not yet followed, I do encourage you to hit that follow button. We're not just here once a week. We're not just here twice a week. We're here 5 times a week, every single week, playing different games. We've played Out of the Abyss before, and now we're on to Castle Strahd, but we've also got homebrew D&D, we've got Cypher System games, we recently played Call of Cthulhu. There's a whole spread of different games that we play, and every single Thursday I play games with you guys, the viewers. So you can hop on and join every single Thursday. So yeah, and we have a 24-hour D&D stream happening Saturday the 26th of March, which is very, very exciting. So if you haven't check that out, then you can actually help us out by spreading the good word of the 24-hour stream by retweeting that status if you are so inclined. But I digress. Let's continue. So you guys find yourselves in a room sleeping, and after a long time, you go and press to digitize the fleas away, so it's a bit easier to see everything like biting you constantly. But Miles, you wake with a start when you realize that the candle that you had next to you just is snuffed out with, as if someone blew it out.
I get up off the floor because I don't sleep in beds. I find them weird. I've slept on the floor most of my life, so I kind of stand up and hello?
There's no sound. There's no one in the room. Doesn't appear to be any sound. And you look, and the bed looks like it's been slept in, which it hadn't been before.
I kind of pull back the covers and make sure there's nothing under there. Hello, is anybody there?
The door like bangs.
Well, I suppose that's the only door to it.
Yeah.
I pull out my little short sword and come out. I've got a sword. I'm dangerous.
No one appears.
Hello, Enrin, diligence. I start banging on the wall that adjoins us.
Sure.
Well, help me.
So diligence, you wake up as there's a banging on the door, banging on the wall rather.
Yeah.
You hear Miles' voice.
Okay. Is that you, Miles?
There's someone in here with me.
Oh, okay. She's gonna jump out of bed and rush round to Miles's room.
All right. You come into his room. He's there, standing with his wobbly short sword.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
My candle went out and the door banged and someone slept in the bed. I don't do that.
Where did you sleep, Miles? Where have you been sleeping?
I sleep and I point to a space on the floor where there's just kind of
The bottom drawer.
Oh, like a little cat.
no, it's just a little spot with my bags bundled up like a pillow and a small piece of paper just at the head of where I sleep. I sleep there.
Oh, okay. So, who's been in your bed? Are you sure it wasn't you?
That's why it was banging. It was.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
slept. Look, you
Can
sit
I-
there and wait. He'll come back.
Can I detect magic?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'm going to detect magic.
No worries.
Do an Arcana check if that's all right.
Yeah, I kind of check. Yeah, we're currently in the rooms of a tavern called the Blood on the Vine. 19. All right, then. So yeah, you can sense that there is a spirit around this place, which has recently been in the room. It's like a lost soul of some sort.
Okay. So I'm going to try and explain to Miles, like, you know how we're feeling a bit lost at the minute
Yeah.
because of that mist, maybe. Well,
Sure.
sure. It seems there might be a spirit or a little ghost, maybe from somewhere quite far away.
Why is he in my room?
He might just be looking for a way out. He might have gone through your room by accident, trying to find his way home. He's a bit lost.
I wander over and I open the window. Yeah, you can go out there now. Why is he banging my door?
That's very nice of you to open the window for him. That's very nice. He's probably very scared. He's probably a very scared spirit trying to find his way back.
Ghost, leave me alone. Can I sleep on the floor in your room?
Yes, of course you can. That's okay.
I wander over to my stuff, I pick it up, leave the window wide open and walk out the room.
Okay. I'm gonna go and just as soon as he leaves the room, I'm gonna shut the window, and I'm gonna sort of back out slowly. I wouldn't have. Could I have detected whether it was an evil kind of magic or?
Yeah, on a 19, you probably could have. You didn't sense that it was malign.
Okay, cool. All right, just in case it was like a.
Now we see his plan.
It's
Well
not like
played.
that, XP. For one thing, he isn't Warwick Davis, so
Sorry, guys. I don't know how I ended up in this bed.
Seriously, I made a halfling for that very reason.
Yeah, you walk back into his her room, and as Warwick Davis said,
Hello.
didn't realise we're gonna have a third interloper. Oh. Fine by me, mistress. No,
oh god!
there you go. So, so you head back into the room and you spend I guess, do Miles, you sleep better?
I was hoping to knock on Enrin's door and just let him know where Miles was.
Okay, so yeah, Emran, you wake up, there's a knock on the door. Probably just sleep.
I can't sleep.
Fucking rolls out of bed. He opens the door. He's pretty tired, but that's only because he just finally fell asleep.
Yes, what? Is everything alright?
I'm just letting you know that Miles is sleeping in my room. He said he had all these disturbances. He doesn't sleep in his bed. He sleeps on the floor, and he was completely convinced that there was someone in his bed. So I went in, did a bit of a think about things. It turns out there's a little spirit in there. So just to say, yeah, he's not bad. Doesn't feel bad.
Right, and I in his small clothes, he goes over and grabs his belt with his rapier, and he kind of just show me.
Sure, he's not bad. He's just a bit lost. That's all. So I'm gonna lead him.
Where is it?
Lead him into Miles's room, and just make sure that Miles is safely locked in mine, and just sort of pull my door to while we go into Miles's room. There we go. He's in there.
And Enrin kind of he's right, and he starts to. I see, and he's belts his the rapier on his with his underwear still, and then he starts to look through and investigate anything that's amiss, and then probably after 5 minutes of him just doing a once over, he turns back to Diligent and goes, I'm gonna stay in here tonight.
Okay.
If it is, in fact, if there is a spirit in here, I'll see to it.
Just make sure you be kind. He's a bit lost as well.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't feel bad. Doesn't feel like a bad thing. Just keep an eye out. If you need us, we're next door.
Okay.
All right. Good night. Sleep well.
Thanks.
She kind of backs out and is yeah, shuts the door, goes back next door.
So yeah, Enrin's gonna sleep in the haunted room.
Alright. Yeah, so you hear moans in the night. Then you realise that's just Miles.
That's just Warwick.
That's just Warwick. No, you hear you wake up, and it's probably a few hours later, and you hear some moans coming from from somewhere, and you kind of wake up, and you realise it's actually coming from outside. It's coming from from out the window. And if you kind of stand up and peer out, you can see walking down the street what appears to be hundreds of spectral spirits. All of them look to be different sort of races and peoples, wearing from different time periods, working definite clothing there. Some of them are very, very old, and they all appear to be walking out of Barovia, up way out into the distance. There are hundreds of these people.
Cool. Yeah, he's probably gonna watch. Maybe even when he's gonna keep the drapes or the shutters. He's gonna open those up and just sit in the window, with one leg over and then one leg crouched up onto the window and just watch in awe, studying these. He's very interested in the supernatural and really interested in hunting him, and that's what he used to do. He wasn't the best witch hunter, but he has been. That's what he's been doing for some extra coin for a while is tracking. Maybe he's never really defeated any or actually like banished any, but he is still trying his best and wants to be. He wants glory for that. So yeah, he's definitely studying and learning.
That makes sense. So yeah, for the next few hours, his spirits like walk, and then until all of them are gone, you've probably seen thousands of people or spirits kind of walk by, and by the time that you finish watching, it was actually dawn. And you hear like a rap on the door, and then further along, there's a knock on the door, and then a knock on Enrin's door as well. But there's also someone there. So yeah, there's a knock on the door, and you hear Ismark say, "Hello, good morning, sunshines."
On Enrin's?
On all of your doors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All the doors.
Yeah, I groggily wake up and eyes part closed, and I just like open the door, give him like a brief nod, and then walk across the hall to mine and gather the rest of my stuff.
Yeah. The two of you guys wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been awake already. I'm an early riser.
So got a lot in common, Warwick. So you,
Hey.
yeah, you find Ismark standing outside your room, still wearing his kind of sword strapped, breaking everything there.
Oh!
It's sword strapped to his hip, and he kind of raises an eyebrows at the two of you in there. Morning. Sleep well.
I slept like shit, but
So why did you put me on that room? Did you know?
What?
There was someone in there. There was a spirit or something.
Probably. He starts walking downstairs.
That's
I don't
okay.
like you very much.
He probably didn't know, Miles.
He like shrugs and starts walking downstairs.
And he probably doesn't care either, but it's okay.
And kind of scrunch my face up and just kind of think. "Nyeh."
So yeah, guys head downstairs at one point or another. There's breakfast laid out downstairs. Very simple, sort of meats and bread and some cheese, and some like watered down ale, set by Arik. And Ismark's tucking in. So, we're gonna head off to the mansion this morning then.
when I'm done eating, yes.
Right, cheers. He takes a shot in the morning. Good. So, how was your first night in Barovia?
Well, there was a ghost. Not the nicest of things to try and sleep with in your room.
Did it attack you or anything, or just?
Turn my light out and bang my door.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. Get used to it.
He seemed a bit lost when I went in to check.
Oh, he's a lost soul. He's probably looking for a host body. So I'd imagine we'll probably see a new face around town soon. With a soul. Like I say, every few years, there's a new... when someone dies, the soul tries to find a body, and when we get a new person around town with a soul...
Does that mean you will see your dad again soon?
Oh, not for probably 100 or so years. I'll be long dead by then. No. Thankfully, my bastard of a father will not be seen by me again.
Why did you not like him?
He was a very nice man. Not very nice at all, but Irina, she loved him. She's distraught. So up there in the mansion, she's locked herself away with his body, so we can't even get him out and put him in the cemetery.
Is there a way we can get in and speak to her? If she's locked herself in, is there...
I'd say you go knock on the door, and if that fails, knock down the door. She won't listen to me. Never has.
You don't have a key or anything?
No. My father, he and I did not see eye to eye.
I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone deserves a death. And I go back to kind of eating.
Oh. Oh God.
So, he just starts eating and drinking, and takes another. So the barkeep got more drink, I think.
Morning wine, thank you.
I probably like as soon as I'm done eating, I like push the plate away. I push myself out from the table, and I kind of like strap up and get ready to go. I'm like, and rub my face, and I'm like, let's go. We gotta go get your daughter or your your sister, something.
It's his sister. She's locked herself in with his.
Yeah, like turn to the right, you'll see the mansion outside.
Are you not coming with us?
No, it's better off that I'm not there. She wouldn't be very amenable to talking if I was there.
Have we talked about payment? I'm not sure if we have.
No, I don't really have any money for you, and you have no need for money here, so if you want to do something, then you go and do it. If you want to stay here and do nothing for the rest of your lives, then feel free.
Right. Alright, let's go.
Diligence is fighting the urge to be very mean. At this point, like there's something inside her. There's like a tiny little. It's like your appendix. You know, like an organ that's really sort of doesn't mean much anymore, but it's still there. And it's in Diligence, it's of being mean and evil. And she's fighting the urge to just be an absolute bitch to Ismark. Batch.
Twatch batch.
Twatch batch. Alright, so you guys head out of the tavern. So at this point, I'll remind you guys to if you haven't followed, do hit that follow button and join us here tonight. This is our first adventure in the Curse of Strahd, but we are here every single week at the same time playing the Curse of Strahd. We're here 5 nights a week doing different games of D&D and RPG, so check us out if you haven't already. On Sunday, actually, which I've just remembered, we're playing Hidden Houses, which is actually on Kickstarter at the moment. So we'll be playing a game on Sunday rather than the usual Dungeon Masters Workshop, which is cool. And we have a 24-hour stream coming up on Saturday, the 26th of March, which is exciting. I can't wait for all of that. If you haven't retweeted, go check out the retweet thing, because we hit 35 retweets. We'll have a second viewer decision. The first one was a haunting in the house. So we could have anything happen next. So you guys head out, and indeed it's pretty gloomy and murky, and there's still like a low fog under your feet pretty most of the time around here in Barovia. And in the just down the road, you see there's a big mansion. It's very old. It looks like it's falling apart. It's actually like sunken halfway down, so it looks like there's some problems with like the infrastructure of the house itself. It's gated, but the gate lies open, and as you draw closer, you see the kind of the mold all the way up through the walls, kind of creeping in, and these vines which have grown up over it, kind of covering it in a shroud, almost hugging it. And the door is closed. There's no sound from within, but this is presumably the burgomaster's mansion.
All right. I guess
there's no one else in the street, by the way. You don't see anyone walking around. You do hear the odd, like, muffled bit of speech going from houses that you walk by.
I'm guessing it's daytime, but there's like a perma-gloom going on.
Perma-gloom sound, yeah. They've got it set to perma-gloom.
Perma-gloom,
yeah.
Gloom. Space. 5.
Yep.
Yep. All right. I guess, yeah, I approach the doorway.
Sure. It's closed. You try it. It's locked.
Well, he did say to kick it down if it was locked.
He actually said to knock first.
I kind of like look at. Yeah, I go to like pick the lock, and then I just turn the tool around, and just bang on the door with the end of the tool.
Cool. You hear a voice. Like
No, I don't. I don't have a tool pick, but I do knock. I don't know.
Yeah. You hear someone running down the stairs, and then they go away.
Irina, is that you?
Yeah, there's like a pause. Who are you?
Concerned friend.
You're with the devil Strahd, aren't you? You've come here to take me.
Quite the opposite, lady. Can we come in and chat to you?
No, I won't believe his lies again.
Can I send my friend in to talk to you?
No,
I trust him.
Yes, send in the devil himself. Why don't you? No, door remains shut. Not going anywhere.
How can we prove that we're not the devil?
She thinks for a minute. He has to be invited in.
How? Open the door and I will walk in.
That's exactly what he said. Open the door and come in.
Are you standing behind the door?
She takes a few steps back. No?
Good, stay right there. And I kick the door open.
Alright, athletics check. It's an easy one because the door was like molded and rotten. But nonetheless.
I got a
22.
22. So
22. So yeah, you knock it down and it just splinters and flies pretty easily, and it crumples and sags as well from like the wet mold. And you see standing before you, Irina Kolyana, who is a rather beautiful-looking young woman, long brown hair. She's got these dark kind of dark brown eyes, and she's kind of got a tan. Looks like she's been away on holiday somewhere nice. She's wearing some nice looking clothes. She's actually the only one wearing clothes which don't look like they've been completely rotted through. They are still like a bit moth-eaten, but there's a noticeable markup from previously. So she kind of glares at you suspiciously as you burst open.
I'm going to quickly put my hood up so she doesn't see the horns.
Just sees like sprout.
Yeah, just lumps.
Well, I've got like a big hood, so you can't really see.
Very starchy. And I just step right in, with my hand resting upon the hilt of my rapier.
She like lets out a deep breath.
Sorry about your door.
She shrugs.
That was pretty cool.
Who are you?
My name is Miles, and I put my hand.
Okay.
I'm Enrin Colt. Not from around here.
Enrin.
Enrin.
No, not.
I'm Diligence. I'm not from around here either.
We're here because of your brother. Don't be mad though.
Yeah, bastard.
He put me in a haunted room.
Sounds like him.
You come with us?
No.
Why are you locked away?
Why? She says there've been wolves and worse things attacking my door every single night.
But what?
Those.
Why not try and escape? Or I'm sure your brother would help.
No, I won't leave. I won't leave my father here. And you like look over and into an adjacent room. You see like this man who's like slumped against a desk, and he's clearly dead. It's probably been dead for days.
Oh.
He needs a proper burial. I'm not going anywhere until he gets one.
Oh no. Where would you like him buried?
In the cemetery. Go see Donovich. He's the priest. He'll give him a proper burial. His soul will wander.
Okay. I guess Enrin, a bit annoyed at this moment, goes and just walks out to go try to find Donovich.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys can stick around there if you want, but
I'm
he's
gonna
pretty clean.
stay with Irina and try and talk to her.
Sure.
Yeah, I will stick to.
Are you the latest newcomers?
It appears that way. Yeah, we kind of just blinked and arrived.
Yeah, it happens. I imagine Ismark's been helpful.
Oh yeah, Dill rolls her eyes.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping someone here could tell us. We're not entirely sure ourselves, but we're trying to get home.
We walked through the mist and apparently we're trapped again.
So, wait, where does Ismark want you to take me? You said about going somewhere.
He said he was really worried about you. And that as she takes a deep breath, she says, he doesn't really want you hanging around near Strahd anymore.
It's not as if it's my choice. Where else is he? He wants me to go. He wants me to go Valaki again, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did mention Valaki. He said you'd be safe there.
That's what the rumors say anyway. Say it's a safe town. But to travel there will be dangerous. I guess that's why you come in.
Why don't we all travel together to make sure you get to Valaki safely? And maybe when our friend comes back, we could bury your father there.
No, we bury him here. It's where he lived all his life.
Why is Valaki safe? What makes it safe?
They say they have powerful magic. No one here has made the journey. No one ever leaves Barovia.
Sometimes you need to fight to escape. You can't just sit in the same room because they tell you to.
Many have tried, child, but we wouldn't all be here if it was that easy. Anyway, let's go find the priest. We'll be fine here.
Good. I mean, I am sorry about your door, though. If we come back, will you let us in?
It's not like I can keep you out.
Can I go? I'm going to ask her if I can go and see her dad briefly before we leave. Do you mind if I just go and see your dad?
Okay.
Just.
What's left of it?
Is he like? How does he appear? Is he like slumped or?
Yeah, he's slumped down. He appears to have his like guts ripped out, basically.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna quietly prestidigitize and tidy him up a bit, like maybe sort of fix some of his clothes around the wound and tidy his hair up and sit him up a bit in his chair.
Okay.
Yeah, like an undertaker would.
Nice.
And she's gonna sort of comfort him. She's gonna pat Irina on the shoulder and say, I hope he looks a bit more comfortable now. We'll be back soon.
She smiles. Thank you. So you guys head outside of the burgomaster's mansion. We'd find Enrin kind of looking off. You've just scouted out where the church is. It's not far from here. You can make out the kind of cathedral, and well, not the cathedral, but the spire too, I guess. And I mean, you saw where they were coming from in the cemetery, so you can probably make out pretty easily where where those dead were walking from. So yeah, it's a few minutes walk off to the church. You guys head straight off.
That's where Enrin's heading, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be close behind.
Well,
No.
I imagine we'd call him and catch up with him.
Okay. So yeah, you catch up with Enron real quick, and you guys head towards the church. Once again, kind of very gloomy. But we do actually have a map for this. We do actually have a cemetery map for this. So there you go. You guys should see that in roll 20 with any luck. So the three of you guys, I should probably put Enron at the front. That's where we was before. You guys see
I
it all
see
right?
a black screen. Oh no, there it is.
You got vision and stuff like that?
I got it.
It looks really, really sweet.
All right, cool. So, yeah, you see like the graveyard coming up. This gloom prevents pretty much most vision, unfortunately. But you can see that there are graves here and there are gravestones, and you can just about kind of make out in the distance there is a like a chapel building, I suppose, where the spire runs up. And there are several other buildings kind of off in the distance. You can pretty make out towards here. That's where the chapel is. I guess moving a bit closer, you can see here. So yeah, apparently Miles and Diligence are in the wrong boxes. Cord is running the overlay today. So once again, we can.
Did I do it? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's because in the middle of Zoom.
Yeah.
Before flipped, which was weird.
I've kind of sunk a little bit as well. Let me try and get myself up.
It's okay. Whilst we're fixing cams and sorting out the other, if you guys haven't followed, hit that follow button. You can win a copy of Curse of Strahd, the game we're playing here today. You can put the hard cover of Strahd. It'll be in your hands. Well, how do I find these maps? So I got this one on RPG Drive-Through.com, I think. RPG Drive-Through? Yes, I like that. Drive for RPG, there we go. Drive for RPG.
There you go.
Nailed it. Lick for Graves, it'll solve a list for every problem. Interesting. Good night, Death Switch. See you later, buddy. So yeah, that's where you guys are. So you can start moving across the stuff wherever you want. Moving across the cemetery.
Cool. So let me open up the map. All right. So I think Enrin is probably just gonna. You said it's over here, right?
Yeah, off to the left.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna make my way up here. I mean, I could move what 5? So
Sure.
yeah, let's move to there.
Alright, just do move up. Yeah, you can see. I'll move you a little bit closer even. Above this tree, you can see that
Sure.
there's a building here, the chapel, which you can hear the sounds of like someone praying from within. It's kind of amplified by the stone. Off around here, there are more sarcophagi, and some other smaller like outbuildings that you can just make out peering through the gloom. But it's beautiful. You can really get, I guess,
I
diligence.
hear someone coming from over here. Or
Yeah, from the chapel you can hear
praying.
sound of prayer. Yeah.
Sure. I kind of just walk up, my hand again resting on my rapier, and as I walk forward and just kind of go, Father Donovich.
Yeah, you hear the prayer stop.
Kind of trailing behind, still fascinated by everything I see, even the tree.
Are you there?
Yeah, there's no sound comes out. He doesn't call back out. The entrance, by the way, appears to be around the other side. It appears to be around this side here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he kind of just like looks, gives like a weary look towards Miles and Diligence as he makes his way over here.
So yeah, you find that like doorways there, and you can see into this chapel, which has got a lot of candles lit. If you guys properly up here, as you come from the doorway, you can see these lit candles in here, and you see this man who appears to be praying, kneeling. He's now just kind of murmuring to himself. Murmuring to himself. Yeah, that's better. As he's praying to this kind of in front of this altar.
Pardon me, sir. Father.
As you step in, you can tell that it's similarly the chapel looks very unused. The pews are old and rotting, on very kind of well worn and stuff like that. And you hear as you just step in. What's up, saving for a show? Good to see you, boys. As you step in, you hear this like scream coming from like below, somewhere below you. There's
Ooh.
sound of it sounds like a boy or a young man screaming out. and the prayer just continues. It goes like, no.
Enrin, did you hear that?
I did.
What?
What was that?
That sounded like a boy. There's someone that needs help. I start shouting at the priest. What? Did you not hear that? There's someone that needs help. Why are you ignoring him?
Kalima.
He he just continues like this murmuring prayer. My father.
Where did the screaming come from, Miles? Do you know exactly where it came from? I heard it too.
Did it sound like it came from? Can I do a perception to try and track down?
Yeah, on a perception check, yeah. I think you're terrible. It's funny.
That is a 14.
Okie dokie. So on a 14, it definitely came from the floor, and as you're looking over, you see like what looks like a kind of trapdoor, basically in the ground just by the priest, probably just about here, where the sound is coming from. Oh, you're unmuted, Gareth. You're gonna drink.
There's a great, I think, trapdoor where he's standing.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Maybe we could sneak by and try to see what's going on over there.
Let's try and be quiet. I
don't think he's even. I tried talking to him. I'm just gonna kind of sneak in, but no, I'm not being really stealthy. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh no,
I don't think we need to be quiet. He's in some kind of trance.
Better be safe. And I'm gonna try to sneak over.
Alright, stealth check.
Yeah, ready.
Oh,
Stealth check for all.
Frontal assault.
25.
25. You'll go very quietly over these floorboards. You like test the ones which creak, and you can tell which ones are going to make the most noise. You kind of just hop, skip and a jump over, not disturbing anyone else. There's no one appears to be in here. In terms of, yeah. You jump 6 feet across the room and land silent as a cat. Next, trapdoor.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and mimic him, just like a child mimicking, following along.
All right, then.
That's a crit.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, we've got the same number as him.
Yep.
You can backflip all the way there.
I mimic him exactly, even
No
as
backflipping in Counter Roleplay.
Yep. So you end up very near the trapdoor as well without him noticing. Diligence. You see these guys sneak incredibly.
I'm gonna like sort of shake my head a little bit and try and follow them.
All right. Stealth check.
Oh no!
Awesome.
That's 7. So
Nailed it.
you step on a particularly creaky floorboard, which goes, and you snap through it, and
Oh god!
yeah, it's not good. You just fall through the floorboards because they're like old and rotten completely through, and Diligence actually
Delete
ends
the
up.
token. Alright, see ya.
Yeah, Diligence actually ends up in a room below after this crashing noise. These two guys aren't actually here yet. We'll put you off. So you won't be able to see anything yet, you guys. But oh wait, no, I put Enrin in so you can see stuff on the map.
No, I can see her because I control the token.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
So yeah, Diligence, you find yourself just like broken through this floor down into this kind of crypt below where the screaming seems to be coming from. And the screaming stops as you break through, and there's like a few moments of silence whilst the rest of the floorboards just crash through and everything happens. Roll 1d6 for me, and you can take that amount of hit points for crashing through.
Ooh, temporary hit points are falling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5.
Alright then. So yeah, you take 5 as you fall through.
Okay.
Smack you on top of the head. A bean. Did I say bean? A bean,
Did you say
definitely.
a bean?
Right in the bean.
Beans on the head, you take 5 damage. Beans fall, you die.
Take 5 bean damage.
5 bean damage, the worst kind. It should have been wearing a beanie. Ironically, Diligence overlooked that creaky floorboard, right?
Yeah. She's not that diligent,
So
really.
Diligence,
Her parents
you
had
find
high
yourself-
hopes.
You find yourself down here. How do you guys upstairs react to this as well?
I tug on his coat a little bit. She's fallen down.
Shh, I know.
Yeah, Donovich, the priest, like stands up and turns around and looks at you guys.
Now he looks.
He looks with like you can tell he's like he's an old, kind of fairly well set man, probably in his 50s, 60s, graying hair, big nose, and even bigger jowls. As he stands up,
He's a
he's
cellophane.
Are you making fap noises? Why'd you just?
No!
Oh,
Jowls!
yeah. I was like, wow, you love jowls.
No, like, not fat.
Got it. Yeah, now I know. But
jowls.
oh man, jowls. They get me going.
Oh, jowls, yeah.
Ladies,
Ladies.
Hold yourself.
any ladies in chat agree, right?
Yeah. They just remind
You know-
me of a basset hound. I love puppies. Anyway,
So yeah, you see the jowls on him and you think, "Whew, wow,
And I fall through the floor in...
yeah,
in knots.
your knees go weak and so do the floorboards.
yeah."
You find a wet patch.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
yeah, you find a wet patch, yeah. So, Donovich looks at you very seriously, and someone's been flapping. This is blasphemy. No, he looks at you and he says, "You must not be disturbed."
He sounds like he's in trouble down there.
Who's down there?
Doru, my boy.
Your boy.
He once was. Anyway.
And what is he doing down there?
Come. And
we go down and stuck up. I don't know.
I'm like... Hiya!
Said to Edmund, why is he letting his boy get hurt? The church wouldn't do anything bad to children.
Oh, no. Topical and
too
innocent.
real.
That got too real.
Too real. Oh, priest.
Happens
This is
too
nice.
much.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I forced it. So I can't
Oh,
take it.
Priest Pal's my friend, Perry.
Hey, what's up,
In
Perry?
RL.
Nice,
Nice.
Hey!
buddy.
Shout out to our boy Perry. So yeah, you find Diligence down here, kind of like getting beans and beans out of her hair, and kind of lifting a beam off herself.
Who's
Right.
covered in beans right now?
Oh, it's beans.
Not the beans!
Not the beans. No. That's why you need Nicholas Mage to help you out, but unfortunately he's not here at this point.
Let
so
me
yeah,
cast Ray of Frost.
This,
Help
this
you out.
This is dark chamber. There are these two torches set up here, and down in the gloom, where the screaming was coming from is no longer. It's just down in like a whimper, basically. And Donovich, who I should have taken this token. Let me go grab this token real quick. He basically just starts to lead you guys down to the end of the crypt. It's very small, tiny Donovich. There you are. And we type his name in.
Wills Donovich.
Will's Donga.
Donga.
Donovich.
Donga.
And he leads you down. You guys can follow him. and you can see basically at the end of this chamber, you see a young boy. He's probably about 16 or 17, perfect age, and he.
Do
In
not say that.
context, then.
Move it on.
I'm 19. Sydney's 17. That's not weird. Legal.
Well, now
boys.
it is.
Legal boys. But yeah, in the context of the priest, and yeah, okay. Banter. You see, he appears to be chained to the wall. It's not getting any better. He looks like starved, and oops. He looks starved and almost mad and insane, and his eyes are like bloodshot, and he has pointy teeth.
Get the sloth.
Oh, hi guys.
Sexy.
Fletcher.
Flesh shows up. Oh, hello.
Hi guys. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Fletch heads out. But yeah, Donovich says, Donovich says, this was my son, Doru.
What happened to him? Who
Yeah,
did
you
this?
see, like, you see as you draw closer, he like rabidly kind of reaches for you and like screams, like trying to come towards you, and then like the chain like kicks in and he's held there.
Why is he doing this?
He says, he has been taken from us by the devil.
Is this Strahd?
No, this is my boy Doru.
Is the devil Strahd, Father?
He says, yes, the devil himself.
Why would he take your boy?
He says he attempted to leave Barovia with some others. He was bitten.
Who bit him?
The devil bit him. He died and returned like this, hungry only for blood. He hasn't fed in weeks. I have been praying here ever since, praying that the gods send me a message, a way to cure my child without killing him.
Has your gods given you any answers?
They have remained silent. The Night Mother has left us, it seems.
I don't know what to say. What have you tried anything? Have you tried giving him medicine?
I've tried everything that is available to us. I've tried prayer, I've tried magic. Nothing works. The curse is an ancient one. The pact which the devil signed with Strahd. I do not believe that there is a cure.
Diligence. I kind of pull her over closer to whisper in her ear. Can Kevin do anything? If it was a devil that made this happen, maybe a devil could fix it.
I think I might have a spell that Kevin taught me that I could help, that might help a little bit. And she kind of steps back and she pulls the priest towards her and she says, I'm a practitioner of a certain form of magic, and I wonder if I could cast a few spells on him to help ease his pain a little bit.
If you think it would help.
Stop laughing, Gareth. I can see that face.
No, I'm laughing at Hamster, who said that spell is called Fireball.
I'm literally looking at your faces. No, she's going to cast protection from good and evil. just to kind of neutralise whatever's going on in that poor bastard's head. So if I find chill touch.
Sure. Whilst you're doing
Sure.
that, remember guys, don't forget your copy of Strahd. Grab your cold, hard, long, 17-inch copy of Strahd. I've measured it. It's exactly 17 inches long. The perfect length. Exclamation one giveaway. You can go grab your hands on a copy if you haven't followed. Hit that follow button and join us. Good night, Gwen. Have a good time. I'm in the airport. Listen to airport music. And tell everyone in the airport and in whatever place you're going to, let's just follow Encounter Roleplay. Because, that's the ethical thing to do. So what is the spell you cast? We look. Next for me. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Protection grants several benefits. Creatures with type of disadvantage attack rolls against the target. Target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against a relevant effect. So.
Yes. So I've just realised that his son has to be willing for me to cast it on him, else he gets advantage in a saving throw.
Sure. What's the DC?
I'm not entirely sure.
What's up, Talos? Don't worry, buddy. The DC will be whatever your saving throw spell.
Oh, my spell save is 15. Sorry, 15.
All right.
Yeah.
4 and advantage, so 11, so he fails. So he has protection from evil. What does this look like?
So it would look like basically a like fiends and undead in particular will find him. It's a bit like spraying yourself with mosquito spray. It's like a warm glow that sort of emits from Diligence's hand, and she sort of hello. She like touches his arm quite sort of gently, and allows the spell to kind of leak into his arm and sort of envelop him. And it's going to sort of. That's really hot. It's not as hot as a fireball, though.
No, not quite as hot as Hamster's fireball. But I tell you what is hot. Priest spell. Thank you so much, Perry, for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend.
Yay!
Are Perry. You're also a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Welcome to the adventure. Good to see you, my friends. If you guys haven't followed, join Priest spell tonight, and it'll be cool to hit 2-3-50. Tonight. We're just 2 away from the dream, boys. So yeah, Donovich looks at this and he says, I appreciate the efforts, but I feel like the curse is too strong. Look at the boy. He's a vampire.
And you think praying will
He has
save
this like
him?
glow over him, but you can still see like the madness in his eyes, basically. Like, go ahead, Enrin. Cord. What were you saying, Zone? Sorry. Oh, maybe not. Don't know.
He says, you really think praying is gonna help?
I don't see anything else work. How can I kill my own son?
I know it's hard, but your son, you said, is risen. Thank you, Morphos, for the host, my friend. You said he rose again.
He did.
He's already dead, Father.
I know it to be true, but I can't. It goes against my faith.
Well, you can go upstairs and forget, because the silence will be soon, if you lay.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Right.
Feel like he deserves a roll for letting himself son. Not murder, but put him down, you know. But thank you so much to Captain Harlock 13 for following. Welcome to the adventure, Captain Harlock. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. I greet you. Just one foot away from the dream. So on a 9 on persuasion, he says, You're new here, you're a stranger. I can't trust you with this.
Thank you, Steve X. Thank you so much for the follow, or the host, my friend. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Sir, I understand, but it's just gonna cloud your mind and cloud your hate. It's just gonna cloud your life with depression if you don't let this go. If you don't let him go. And let him have the afterlife he deserves.
This is true. He speaks truth, Father.
Can I kind of just walk to Enrin and say, I just try. I think you can get. I think you can get through to him. And by doing that, I'm going to give him bardic inspiration, which lets him roll an extra 1d6 and add it to his result.
Really nice. So yeah, give me another roll, Enrin.
A new persuasion or added onto the 9?
A new persuasion, yeah.
Okay.
You're coming out.
Plus a 1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Persuasion.
So it's really fun and relaxing to watch before going to bed. Thank you for a great evening.
21, if you like. Here comes the d6. So, 27.
Nice.
And so he I know it to be true. I just have been lying to myself. I will go upstairs. And he looks at you and he says, make it quick and painless for me.
I shall. He deserves more than the life this cursed life that he has been bestowed with.
And Donovich turns back to his son, Doru, and he says, Son, I'm sorry. I failed you.
Christ, on a bike. That was terrifying.
I should have done more. Darling, I'll pray for your son. And then he turns and leaves. So you're left with this creature, Doru, alone.
So Miles is going to sit on the step where he just left from. And he's going to pull out his charcoals and a piece of paper. And he's going to begin drawing something while staring at the vampire.
Miles, you read a lot, correct?
Yes, I've studied many books.
Have you read about vampires?
I will tell you what I know about vampires.
After this roll.
After this Is that going to be a religion?
What way have you kind of studied them? Have you studied them for religious teachings? Or?
Just books. I was given hundreds and hundreds of books while in. And they started very, very much about the world, and I've studied the occult and all kinds.
History check.
That's a 16.
All right, so yeah, you'd know from where you come from. Certainly, there's no like concrete evidence of vampires, really, from what you've read. But you would have read that like the clandestine hate them and they hunt them, whether or not they exist or not. To this day, you'd also know that there's a lot of what you can tell that you've read is either not the best source, so it's a lot of kind of rumors and what people say. So common things like garlic and having to ask to enter doorways and stuff seem to be true. Also, the classic stake through the heart seems to be a winner, because the heart seems to be a source of where the curse lies. So cutting out the heart or destroying the heart seems to be a way to truly end the curse.
Okay, so I would repeat back the way I've read it from a book, and you need to destroy the and I'd say the word heart in Elven because it would have been an Elven textbook that I've read. I've studied many. The heart. It needs to be destroyed.
Very well. I've heard this as well, but I didn't know if it was truth. I've heard it in travels and
I've read conflicting reports. Different books say different things. I just know what I read. Just be very careful.
Miles, do me a favor. Run upstairs and get me a strong, sturdy, sharp stick.
Okay, just and he sits there for just another minute, finishing up, and he puts down his piece of paper and runs up the stairs. And as he runs away from his piece of paper, you can see he's drawn the boy, but not as a vampire, and it's a beautiful charcoal portrait of this boy. And he runs upstairs.
Oh my god, the feels.
Right in the heart.
Yeah.
Right in the aniron.
Do I find a sharp stick or just I wouldn't?
It's a DC 20. No. Yeah, you can. You can
stick check.
Yeah. It's a donga check.
Donga check.
Yeah, a donga. A donga.
Stop it.
You can easily find a stick which you can sharpen quite quickly. As upstairs you find Donovich like praying again. You can see like tears running down his face. So yeah, you find come back down with a stick.
And I'd say just keep your prayers loud, Father. It will be over soon.
He's holding someone else's heart. What is he doing up there?
My coping mechanism.
The maze engine.
This is how I
carries a car.
And
I run down, I hand the stick over, and I pick up my piece of paper and just finish the last few bits.
A couple of little details.
Yeah.
I
don't think I want to watch this, so I'm gonna hide around this corner and tell me when it was done, okay? And I take myself off around the corner, facing into the wall.
Okay, then. So, Diligence and Enrin, what are you doing with this creature?
I guess I kind of stare at like Diligence with my head down, with my eyebrows raised, just kind of like. So, do you wish to do anything or any last?
Well, in my work, I don't really have any last words. I just have to kind of kill things, and then I get knowledge. And Kevin seems all right about it. So, and to be honest, we're doing a good thing. So, we could have some last words, I guess, if it would make you feel better.
No. And I just go in and I'm gonna try to like, as this thing probably I imagine swipes or something, just kind of like dodge and duck, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, and just kind of drive the stick like. He's not very sentimental when it comes to the undead, and I definitely think next session I'm gonna switch over to a ranger because that just makes more sense for his character. But yeah, he is going to go ahead and attack him. Yeah, well, I don't know what you want me to roll here or anything. Okay, cool. Yeah,
mercy coup de grace, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kill. You run a stake through the heart of Doru, or what was once Doru, and you hear, and then crumple, and then it just he just fades into ash, basically. He just turns into ash and falls. His ash is just kind of in a neat little pile on the ground in front of you as you stab it through.
I crit with a laser weapon, is what you're saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we did the right thing. And I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. Thank you. You're very skilled.
Thanks. And I kind of like rub some of the blood off of the steak or off of the stick, and I kind of fashion it, like I kind of slide it into the strap next to my belt and kind of have it right next to, you know how like the musketeers have a double sheath for their dagger and their combat dagger and their rapier. He has now his rapier and the just a stick like above it. But yeah, that's now what he is holding, and he's just like, yeah, thanks. And he approaches over towards Miles, who's probably like has his face in his hands against the wall.
Miles, it's over. I sorry if it was louder than you expected.
I just didn't want to understand. Didn't want to say. I understand it had to be done.
Right.
You did the right thing.
Thank you.
I'm going to go over to the pile of ash quite sort of openly, and I'm just going to take a handful of the ash and just stick it in a pouch in my pocket. Oh, no, not just that.
Ah!
Yeah, it's a noise when they get the Henry out. Gonna need one lemon pledge.
Start chucking it about like confetti. Fabulous.
Dead people. Cool. So, yeah, you you take Doru's ashes. You take some into a pouch.
I'll sweep up a second one as well for his dad.
That's thoughtful.
Because the first one was actually for me.
Oh, okay.
The first one's for me.
Yeah.
One for you, and one for me. One for you, and one for me. Okay, so we'll get to whatever that is soon, I'm sure. But so, do you guys head back up to the chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sheepishly approach him, and I just hand him the
You have no sheep when you approach it.
I'm a shepherd. I'm a
Wrong, mate.
level 4 shepherd. I approach him slowly, and I bow my head to him, and I hand him this piece of paper. I say, "Remember him as he was, not how he ended it. That was not his fault."
Thank you, boy.
And I kind of walk out, dodging the huge hole in the floor.
Sure.
I'll pass him the pouch of ashes.
Lead
Like, well, yeah, I'll give him the first one. Go on.
The first ones are always the best, aren't they?
I'll give him the first pouch. And I'll be like, well, here's some of your son, so you can keep him with you forever. And do with that what you will, however you find it comforting.
Very well, thank you.
Don't snort it. No, I don't actually say that.
Don't snort it all at once, okay?
All at once.
I won't. What about you, Indra? Did you say anything to him?
No. He feels bad that he had to do it, but he knows he had to. It's a bit awkward. Oh, no, he does. But not about his father. He goes,
Father, we have a favor. Now that you're not busy.
Yes.
What was her name? Irina?
Irina, yeah.
Busy before.
Irina's father, also Ismark's father in town, has passed. And,
The burgomaster, yes.
yes. He requires a proper burial.
Very well. I will see to it. Bring his body here and, well, I'll make sure it's done.
The thing is, she won't let us take the body.
I think she insisted on a burial. I think she'll understand.
Oh, wait, I don't know that. I wasn't around.
I'll go and take him.
Was that?
I will go and take the body then. it'll be good to be away from here for a while.
I mean,
I've
if she
made-
sees you, I'm sure she'll understand.
I've made him more presentable as well. He was in a bit of a bad state when we went. He looked like he'd been attacked or eaten or something. So I kind of tidied up his outfit and did his hair. So hopefully he'll be a bit easier to transport now. Ha! Ha! Now that his entrails are in.
He starts walking.
Yeah, she kind of giggles nervously, like, oh well.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So, yeah, you guys head out the chapel with Donovich, out back into the gloom once again, back to the burgomaster's house, where Irina is again. And Donovich says, I am here. So your father has a proper burial, Irina. And she smiles at, thank you, father. He is here. And she shows him to the body. He takes it, probably with the help of one of you guys, because he's an older guy. And together you can carry him back to the cemetery, where a hole in the ground is dug already, and he says, I dug this for my son, but let's put him to rest. And I guess with some of your guys' help, he drops him, he
Slammed him.
slam dunk.
Fire in the hole!
Come on and slam, and welcome to
Oh, that was a good one. No, he gently lets him down into the grave, says a few words, and then starts filling in the hole. Fletcher's there to help. I promise I'll push on this one. Yeah, you guys find yourself. His name is John Cena. And Irina's there crying. And Donovich says, it would be good for you to get away, Irina. And she nods and says, these people here, they're taking me to Vallaki. Ismark wants me out before the devil comes again. He nods and says, good, these are good people. You can trust them. And she smiles through the tears and says, right, well, we should go. I know the way to Vallaki. Is there anything you three need to do here before we head off?
No.
Do either of you know much about? I don't really like using this term. Mad Mary. You know Mad Mary's daughter. Just so we can get some closure on the issue.
Yes, Mad Mary, Gertruda. Yeah, she says,
Gertrude.
Gertruda! She's an intruder! No, she says, I know very little. Someone, Ismark said someone had seen her walking on the path out, I guess. Where we're headed, that's the same road, so might find her there, but honestly, she's unlikely to be alive.
Best keeping our eyes open. Okay.
But do not trust her hope. It is forsaken in these lands now.
Sometimes hope is all we have.
Oh,
That's
don't.
fucking depressing. Let's go. And she actually has a
Kicks him in the face.
yeah, push it back down in the hole. And
Is there a ska band down there?
It's a mariachi band, actually. They're all dancing around an undead handbag.
To be fair, that would make funerals a bit more cheerful.
Yeah, there's a mariachi band.
band.
I've rewritten my will now.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, and you guys head off on the road to Valaki. So I think that's a perfect point to end tonight's first adventure in Barovia with the Curse of Strahd. Episode 1 comes to a finish. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had fun. Along with you guys in chat. Hope you guys enjoyed our first session and have fallen in love with these characters already. I know I have enjoyed getting to know them all a lot better. So thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't heard, you haven't for some reason entered the giveaway, I would. I have until the 1st of April to do it, so I guess there's no rush. But the sooner you do it, the sooner you know that you could have Strahd's long, hard book in your hands. So go ahead, grab that copy. If you haven't followed yet, I encourage you to hit that follow button and join us. We're here 5 nights a week, every single week. We've never missed a show in nearly a year. So, dedication. If you want a group to watch every single night, potentially any night of the week, then you know where to go.
And one you can play with.
And you can play with, because every single Thursday I run games, I DM games in a West Marches style game. We're currently on season 3. It's called The Woes of Nairwood. And you guys can join in, !play there in chat. You can email me to contact@Encounter Roleplay to join in. I had someone apply tonight even. And thank you so much. And this is Dre. I almost thought it was Deirdre for a moment, but this is Dre. Thank you. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir, of the highest order. So yeah, had a good team tonight, guys. What did you think of Curse of Strahd, your first experience in Barovia?
I think it's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I read a little bit about Strahd himself, which is pretty cool, and just like the first blurb on the wiki. And it's awesome. I like the whole setting. I like how he's just like in the background right now, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited to play in a Ravenloft game. I've never actually played in like a Ravenloft setting, so this is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm super excited. I really like how, like today I was stressing, so I was like, what character could I make? Gareth was there helping me, and I think I'm actually gonna have to go back like a 4th time and remake the character, because I think I just need to make him a ranger with a favorite class of undead, because that's what I meant to make, but I made a...
That's right. You can go ahead and change that.
But yeah,
It's not like we had wholesale combat or anything like that makes it massively.
that's true. Yeah, I didn't do anything like very roguey besides the crit, or besides make an awesome stealth check. Like that's pretty much it. But, yeah.
Lee, what did you think? What did you feel?
I loved it. I loved the whole intrigue and mystery element. Reminded me a lot of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to carry over some horror stuff, because
It was really good, really effective. I'm enjoying how there's no real exit from Barovia at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is really good. It's like sort of leading the characters around, but it is like a trap. So you're immediately faced with a problem. It's great.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
I
like-
also fucking love Gareth. I love your character.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Oh God, Gareth, I literally cried before because of your character. A tear came out of my eye.
Yeah, I've maybe swung it a little bit younger than I thought I was, but it works. Yeah, it works really well. And I think,
Gareth.
please do not say
Oh my God.
that was a joke. I have a piece of paper that proves that is not true.
Sometimes I make jokes.
No, but I think like already session 1, there already seems to be a good party makeup. Everyone's taking their roles, and we kind of can bounce off that. And it's really nice. I think the party's grouping together really well.
Yeah, Raisin Gus says you guys are great fun together. Thank you, Raisin Gus. Good to see you back as well. And next week we have Colin joining us. He has a habit of turning up in week 2 of shows. He likes to make these entries. He's a bit of a rock star, really, is Colin.
Yeah.
He won't turn up until the rest of us at least played at least one session. He'll be with us next time, which will be really fun. Looking forward to having the full crew back together. And yeah, tomorrow night is The Woes of Nairwood. D&D 5th edition game. Once again, they're always crazy. They're always mad. Much like Strahd. So you can join us again tomorrow night.
Strahd.
Strahd is just mad. He's really bad. And it's really hard. Tell from a hardback book. But yeah,
Straight in my bard skit.
Okay, straight in my basket. And it can do for free. So it's a free shop. So yeah, tomorrow night, same time, at a time of 5 p.m. EDT, 9 p.m. GMT. We always stream at this time. Recently, the hour has changed because of you Americans. For the next 2 weeks, we're at 5 p.m. EDT. But in the future, we'll be at 4 p.m. as per usual. If you're in the UK, it's 9 p.m. GMT, or if you're anywhere in Europe, it's the same time because we haven't changed over yet. But we will do on the 27th of March. So now we'll go to music. Can we have the background music title? Cord, you're in charge of the stream today, so
Yes, we're doing tabletop audio when we play. Right now, this is Dust to Dust. That is the background music. We've been playing Cathedral during the Cathedral scenes, as well as we had a bit of like... it was mostly Dust to Dust and Cathedral tonight, I think, were the main